They got me. Welcome to the OPOV podcast. It's the one and only Don Juan J. Twan, _ real Batman _ OPOV on Instagram. God, sex mogul, the most beautiful band in Carol City. Asshole extraordinaire. MrLetYourManCheat.com in peace. Anything else you need, I'm here. But yes, it is March 15th, 2025. We are live. It is Movies in March. We are here. We don't have Joy tonight. She's on her, I think, doing some business, something. I don't know what she's doing. But me and the ape here.
We in there.
Yeah, me and the ape here.
What's happening?
Me and the ape here. We here.
Lick read.
What the lick read, bro? You
Slow
good?
motion potion.
Let's take out one of these cameras.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the fact that it's like two of them bitches in there.
Mm-hmm.
Like that.
Mm-hmm. Let's get organized.
Yeah.
Get organized. I'm gonna get my sexy on, scrape myself out.
Oh shit.
Okay, get my camera right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All that.
Yeah. I ain't even get the cameras right, but they'll be all right.
What's happening?
They call me half a head.
Who?
Yeah.
Call you what?
Yeah, nah, I ain't gonna say that again because I ain't like when I heard myself say it back.
Yeah. All right, man. Hey, listen, man. Let's get, boy. Listen, this gonna be a good one.
Yeah.
This gonna be a real good one. You looked over here and touched, but you don't like to smoke. I won't even smoke it if you don't like it. Because if you don't like it, I won't even smoke it. I'm fine. I know I'm fine, but if you don't like it, I won't even smoke it. Okay, thank you.
It's welcome.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Love you like a plate color. Yeah. You finished with your introduction? You got all type of extra ass names
Jesus
going on,
the main line. Tell them what you want. All right.
Hey, you see that? You got to put some Vaseline on your elbows. when I was putting it on my elbows, I said I got to tell my dog how to show your elbow real quick, man. Just show it real quick. This nigga elbow be goddamn powdered donuts. Look at this shit. You got to put a little Vaseline.
Because I'm a real dark skinned guy. You not.
Put a little cocoa butter.
You saw
something.
You
no. He got to skip past the cocoa butter. That nigga need Vaseline.
Nah, man. You know when us dark skinned people, man. You know.
Yeah.
What about dark skin?
Extras.
Who not dark skinned?
I said, what about dark skin?
You know, shit.
I'm dark skinned.
I love this dark skin shit, man. We disappear.
We don't gotta be ashy now.
God damn, whose side you on? Texas? Shit. I thought you was on our side. What you got for us, D? What's going on?
Hey, Mr. Darrell Finley, Silverback University, SBU, apes in the building. I'm gonna need a new link coming across the screen. So let's do a deal.co. All of your funding needs, one central hub, one place. What I've come to understand, what I've come to learn and realize is that our people have a hard time with getting funded for a number of different things. When it comes to buying houses, when it comes to getting funded for their business, when it comes to even just all the different opportunities that's out there for them to expand and grow, there's not a necessary knowledge base for that. So let's do a deal.co. That's going to be across the screen next week, but let's do a deal. LETSDODEEL the letter C, the letter O. Go ahead, fill out the application. We can get you pre-approved within 24 hours if you qualify. And if you don't, you got someone like myself and a team working behind me that can take you through the steps of getting pre-qualified for whatever it is that you may need. All right. We doing loans all the way down from $500,000 up to $10 million, and even if it's more than $10 million, we got access to the private capital to get that done. All right. I'm personally claiming, I'm doing $25 million in closings this year. I'm calling that. I'm calling that. Yeah. So let's do a deal.co. Let's do a deal.co, man. That's my next major move on the chessboard. Powerful, impactful. And what it makes you say? Not only a client, I'm the president. So we got two beautiful special guests in the building. We'll start with the young lady to my left, and we'll swing it over to my right. How you doing?
How you doing?
Tell the people your name, where they can find you, what it is you do, where you from.
Hey, what's up? It's your girl, comedian Untouchable, thick in real life, fat on film. But if you see me in real life, you'll realize that I'm like fine for real. But you can follow me on Instagram under comedian Untouchable. I got some hot shit coming up. Not only am I a comedian, but I'm also a producer. So if you're trying to get your events off the ground and you need some producing, you can also hit me up as well.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So you're a comedian,
Yes,
like
I
stand-up comedian.
Stand-up comedian.
Has there ever been a time you told a joke and you just knew it was finna hit, and then you just sat there and looked at you like,
no,
nah?
Nigga, I did this shit for real.
For real?
Yeah.
Ain't no monkey business.
Ain't no monkey business.
You got it. So you got a show like coming up like recently, like locally here?
Next week we're gonna be at Gigi's Lounge.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be performing there. You guys can pull up, kind of.
What day of the week is it?
It's on the 21st. So
that's a Saturday.
That's a Saturday?
No, it's a Friday.
Not sure.
Yeah.
Since we lost that hour, I don't really know exactly what
that
day.
fucked everybody up.
Yeah, I think that's a Friday.
Right, yeah, that's a Friday.
Yeah, so we're gonna be at Gigi's on the 21st. You guys can, come see what I do. I've been doing comedy for 10 years. I started producing maybe 5 years ago. I met some more. And people was like kind of comparing us about like what my comedy and her comedy. So I guess she became interested in what I did. So I sent her a video. She called me and she was like, "You're not funny. You're funny as fuck. And I'm going to follow what you do." And then I asked her to be my mentor. She agreed to be my mentor.
Nice.
So I wanted to do what she does, which is produce her own events. Like she produced what's called the Chandelier Experience. So she have this thing where she say, if you don't invite me to your shit, you can't come to my shit. So a lot of times you got to put yourself on. So I work during the day. I'm an insurance provider. But then at night I do my comedy. So what I do is I make money and I bet it on me.
Get a bell. So on this show, anytime you get a bell, that means that's a big deal right there. You get a bell for that. Hey, and for those that don't know, listen, man, Samoa is like one of the original queen of comedies. You know what I'm saying? For those that don't know, so that's a big deal for her to take a liking in your craft and then, be cool enough, person enough, down earth enough to take you under her tutelage. That's great.
When she had said you're not funny, did she pause and then
at first, my stomach dropped because I was in my real life.
She a comedian. She had to get you one like funny.
I was like in front of a meat store getting ready to go in there and like buy some meat to cook with. So I was on some regular ass shit, right? And then you get a call from the queen of comedy while you on some regular ass shit, right? So then she was like, "Girl, you're not funny." And then my stomach was like,
"Oh my god!"
Yeah, I'm like, "Oh no!" And she was like, "You're funny as fuck."
That's almost one of those instances, like when you go to the doctor.
Yeah.
Wait on the results.
And the nigga come in and be like, "Mr. Anderson." So, nigga, so what?
And then they go down all the other stuff first. Yeah, so this is good, and that's good, and then you need to watch your cholesterol.
But you know what I love now? They got instant testing. Do y'all remember when it took 7 days?
Oh,
yeah.
Y'all remember that shit?
They do got the instant.
I swear, in 7 days, I would always catch the flu or some shit. So on the third day, a bitch started feeling sick. I'm like,
I got it.
And then you go back and shit, and then you got to actually sit in there. And then one time I went and got a test, right? And then the man goes, right before he gave me the results, he was like, "Do you believe in God?"
Oh my God.
Right? Hey, I'm like, as my Lord and Savior, yes, I do, right? He was like, "Oh, because I run this ministry back." I'm like, "Bruh, don't say that shit right now."
You just get to it, man.
He was like, "Oh, no, you good. You're fine. I just want to let you know that I got a ministry." I'm like, "Sir, you know what?"
That was bad timing, man.
You need to come get baptized.
Hey, I'm like, "Sir, come on, don't do that to me."
That's funny. Yeah, that's funny. Okay, so Untouchable. The comedian, Untouchable comedian.
Comedian Untouchable.
Comedian Untouchable. So follow her on Instagram, Comedian Untouchable. Next week is the show at Gigi's Friday, March 21st. Man, if you can make it over there, please do. You funny already. You've been here 5 minutes and you got me over here. I fuck with it.
Yeah.
But our next guest, no stranger to the show.
Oh, man.
We'll go ahead and let her introduce herself, Lady in Red.
Oh, man.
Hello.
Miss, tell us all about it.
I will tell you everything. Miss Texas here, otherwise known as Shamori. I'm just a regular person, a mother, working woman. That's it. No special things going on the side. But you can follow me.
You a mother?
You're a mother.
I'm a mother.
A good one?
A wonderful mother. Excellent mother. And that's not coming
Get a
from
bell for
myself.
that.
I do hear it from other people. So
And don't sell yourself short. Being a mother is not regular.
no,
To be in charge of human beings, that's
Thank
a
you.
hard thing to do, and you're doing an amazing job. So don't never downplay yourself, Queen.
Thank you. Yeah. Excellent.
What you got to say? You
I'm
finna
ready
say
to
something
start some
stupid.
fuck shit.
Okay.
Yeah. What you had said you want to go do?
Check on that stove to make sure the coals ain't set your house on fire.
Oh shit! Yeah. Go. Yeah. Derek, go ahead. Yeah.
So listen, this is Movies in March, man. We gonna get straight into it. This is Movies in March with OPOV Podcast. We did this series last year. We decided to come back with this series again this year. So Movies in March, we just pretty much go over different movies and have different dialogues around them. Typically like some of your classic movies, some of your movies that we're all pretty familiar with. Today's movie is a movie by Acrimony, called Acrimony, right? This is, in my humble opinion, I think one of Tyler Perry's best movies. I think, I respect Tyler Perry and everything he's accomplished, but, in recent years, it's got more monotonous than anything. But this particular movie right here really stood out. This particular movie right here really created a lot of dialogue. I think it's an ongoing debate on social media as to who was wrong or who was at fault, right? So what we're gonna try to do. So last year we did this series, man. We was actually putting up the movie clips. We almost got banned from YouTube for doing that. So today we're gonna try to just paint the picture with still shots, with pictures from the movies. Hopefully y'all can follow along, see what we got going on. But before we do that, you got to tell the people to share the video and like the video, because it's looking a little crazy right now. You got to do your part.
Don't be green. Don't be green as fuck.
What they got to do?
You're not funny. You're funny as fuck. I like that. You see what I did there? But anyways, man. Hey, go like the motherfucking video though. Real nigga shit. Likes cost free 99, dog. Free 99. You don't pay for a like. You just hit the button. And when you hit the button, it makes a sound when you hit the notification bell, right? So those two, they correlate together pretty well. So you go to the YouTube, you click on OPOV Podcast, you hit subscribe, and then when it say notifications, you hit all of them. When you hit that thing, it's going to say, does that mean, boom, you got it. But now, from the beginning part, like the motherfucking video, though. Don't be green, dog.
Yeah, because I think they like that approach better, because when you say it all nice, they don't really do it. Maybe you got to say it again. You got to drive it home.
Like, if you don't like the video, that mean, ladies, I know your coochie don't smell like dumpster juice. So, like the video, and that mean that coochie smell like bubbles and
potpourri
and powder,
and
baby
water.
powder, flowers.
That mean you been eating your pineapples.
And honey, milk and honey. Flows
Pineapples.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do the Denzel. Do the Denzel.
Your pineapples.
That's the Denzel.
That lip twitch.
But listen, man, like the video, man. Let's get this shit popping, man. I think we should start when we get at least the first 5 likes.
Okay, cool. That sounds good. In the meantime, shout out to Jordan. She's not here today. She typically would lead us in a toast at this moment. So at the beginning of every show, OPOV Podcast, if you've never... Damn. There's always one. There's always one.
I thought it was
Every
fun.
show.
It's always somebody that
Every
don't
show.
follow the
I missed the
directions.
instructions.
It's okay.
And this her third
What you
time on the
drinking?
show. That's all right.
The Don
She's
Julio.
drinking the tequila right there. I got it.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, it's all
Nah,
good.
you good.
So we go get...
We need 3 more likes though, y'all. Fuck that.
Okay.
Fuck that. We won't budge or fly. I swear to God, I send the cameras around and everybody just stare at y'all for like the next hour. If you don't like the video, like y'all watching, I can see how many. And then there's more people. There we go. See, come on, let's get the likes up, man. Get the likes up so we can get this motherfucker popping.
So at the beginning of every show, we do a shot. I'm gonna see if I can do it like Joy. Okay, y'all ready?
Yes, we're ready.
Okay, here's the moment. We go up, then we go down, and then we come in the middle. Okay.
Okay.
So we're never above each other. We're never beneath each other. But we're always with each other.
Mm-hmm.
All right, back now. You do the movie.
So it's gonna be the same motion.
Mhm.
When you lift her legs up, you put them bitches back, and you dive straight through them.
Yes.
If
So you should.
it's bank account high,
Uh-oh.
then you
Okay.
go low.
Uh-oh.
And if it's
Hey.
not,
Uh-oh.
you send them the fuck home.
Oh,
shit.
yes.
I guess I can stay in.
Oh shit!
I
How
like
much
that one.
do it cost?
I got a daily withdrawal limit, baby. Don't be playing crazy. It's a daily withdrawal limit.
I happen to know that transfers
I like all
don't count
them.
on your daily withdrawal.
Hey, listen.
I happen to know that for sure.
Cash on demand. No paper trail, baby. Come on, what you got for that one? Come on.
Oh, I'm down with COD.
Okay, cool.
Oh, okay.
Leave
Cash on demand?
Oh,
it on the dresser.
I need it.
Leave it on
No,
the
I
dresser.
just feel like a lot of times you see how as women they program us to not to say what we need because then we're coming off as gold diggers.
diggers.
And that's not fair to us because I'm an actual partner. And because I'm a partner, that means I expect from you what I can give to you.
Exactly.
I'm giving towards the people that I'm interested in, and I expect for them to be giving towards me. So don't try to call me no gold digger because you ain't got no gold.
Exactly.
Because it ain't tricking if you got
Man
it.
with money
What
don't
about,
care about that.
what about a little bit of silver?
Silver is fine if you're giving. The whole thing is about being giving. You'll be surprised. It ain't even got to be like material things. Giving could be emotional things. You know,
Right. If I'm looking out for you, look out for me.
Yeah, just
If I'm available for you,
So
be
giving
available for
giving
me.
up some dick.
Nah,
No,
'cause
you
I
didn't hear
mean,
what she
come on
said?
now.
She
Nah,
said it's
I-
more than that.
No, but I do feel like it's an equal exchange. That's why I don't understand
God
how people say that they buy pussy because that's weird to me. Because I feel like if we fucking you come, I come, it's equal. You get what I'm saying?
I
ain't
can
never
help
say
with. I
it.
can kind of give a little context behind why dudes buy it though.
No, they could. I mean, they buy it because they don't want to go to the brain wrestle of. You know, a lot of times to me, I feel like when guys buy it, either they at a part in their life where they don't want to brain wrestle and they just feel like it'll be easier. All men buy pussy, just not right on up front.
Cap.
When you take me out to eat, you buy my pussy. When you pay my bills, you buy my pussy. So it's
We
like,
calculate.
a lot of times, you know, of course it's not finna be like a straight like, okay, you give me money, then I'm finna give. No, you know, it's gonna be like, you know, all relationships are transactional.
Hold on,
but
real
the point
quick.
is, when it's both.
You a gold digger. Go dig that like button real quick. Hit that like button, and
What
we
is
can
it?
start there. Let's start there.
Shariva, she said she's a gold digger.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. What they trying to do is they trying to paint the negative narrative that if we ask for something, then we go digging. Like these new niggas really be nigging, and that's my thing. These new niggas, they want us to bring them flowers. They want us to ask them out on dates. They want
the princess treatment, and we should be treated like a queen, not them.
Kevin Samuels came out with this high value man thing. Rest in peace to him. I don't have no problem with him. But, you know, when he came out with this high value man thing,
Now they devalue
it changed the
women.
dynamic of the man woman thing.
Right.
It really changed the
It
dynamic
did.
of this man woman thing because a man say, I am high value, you know, and what you bring to the table. And that's new nigga shit
Yes,
to
it
me.
is.
Because
Old school men,
yeah,
they didn't live by that principle because
At
back in
all.
the day, women wasn't even allowed to work. So what did it matter what we brought to the table back then?
But
So
see, my thing is, it's like I'm gonna bring to the table. So why you even asking? You need me for something?
I definitely bring to the table.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why
Right.
don't let.
Now I'm looking at you like, what
Yeah.
you trying to get from me? Because it's
Exactly.
men out there that I had a recent experience where he actually said, "You gonna be my sugar mama." I'm like, "Bitch, you older than me. Like, what you
What type of
mean?"
shit is that?
Yeah, I don't
just
have
feel like it's a
traumatized-
red flag
yeah.
when a man say what you bring to the table.
Yeah.
Because why? You need my help?
Yes, most of the time they do because women are out earning men. That's like statistically what it
Yeah.
is now.
Y'all could just let us know what y'all want us to, you know, because I love it. I'm you know,
I'm just saying we don't mind. We don't mind. You know, a real woman. We don't mind, and I just feel like it goes without
Just
saying.
reciprocate.
No, I just feel like it goes without saying. Like when you step into a relationship with a real woman and you're a real man, you don't have to ask me what I bring to the table
Exactly.
because it goes without saying.
First of all, what attracted you? Because something attracted you to me to show that I bring something to the table.
So when y'all go to a job, do the job supposed to just understand what certifications?
No, in an interview,
it's
you
an
sell
interview, right?
yourself,
You
but
sell yourself.
that's
You
what the dating process is.
You gotta
it's an
make
interview.
you gotta make yourself worthy for that job, right?
Okay,
But
so no.
It's almost the same principle. Like when the job see your application, they brought you there.
That's the application just to get you there.
To get you there.
So,
Same
but do
with
you
a
have to-
dating.
you have to
Like the
prove
man
yourself.
saw something in you to get you in front of him.
You
Right.
know what he saw?
So now when you're dating,
That ass.
I swear.
No, what I'm saying, even the fact that you even reference it to being a job interview. This is not a fucking job interview. We're getting to know each other. And while we're getting to know each other, you're going to take the time to get to know me.
Okay.
You're not going to sit across from me and ask me what I bring to the table.
I like what
Untouchable.
really
You're gonna
Fontaine
be
said.
around me.
Untouchable. Let's talk about that real quick
Let's
before
go.
we get into movies in March. Let's
Hey,
talk
yeah,
about
because
it.
it definitely done went to another. Yeah, let's talk about that right quick.
So I'm not interviewing to be your husband.
Yeah, it's not even an interview. You're calling it an interview. When you get ready,
They don't like certain words.
when
now,
you're
you know,
getting,
dating,
when
interview,
you're,
same shit.
Yeah.
well, no, that's the
I
thing,
agree with
right?
the dating interview.
The interview thing,
Mhm.
but this goes. This
Do I
happens.
have to prove myself to be your husband?
Yeah, but that happens over time. I'm not going to sit right across from you and ask you, okay, what do you bring? How much you have? What is this? What is that?
So let me
I'm
ask you
going
a
to give
question.
you
Why
a
we
chance
wasting
to
time?
get to know
One
you.
more question. So do you have 90 days on the job to prove yourself?
On a job, yeah.
So you don't think that the same
Up to
criteria?
a year probation.
So that
No, you
doesn't
can-
so that doesn't correlate to relationships. You don't have a certain amount of time to prove yourself that you worthy to be my girl and I'm worthy to be your man.
Well, if you put a time limit on it, what I'm saying is that when you first sit across for somebody, you're trying to get to know that person, and how you get to know that person is by spending time with them and actually observing them. Because I could tell you whatever the fuck you want to hear right now. Yeah, baby, I'm gonna
That's what
fuck
they
you
do in
and suck
job
your dick
interviews,
every
right?
night. But that's what I'm saying. If you date based on that interview, you're gonna fail every time because the person gonna tell you what you want to hear. A person have to show you and not tell you, and that's where I'm at.
Well, I look at it like this. I think dating is the interview process. I think the full dating, the whole relationship is interviewed to be to the next level, which is what, marriage,
Yeah.
right?
But-
so that
But
whole
even with
time,
a job, you choose the wrong people.
But have you ever heard about when you first meet someone that's not the actual person, that's the representative? So that means when I
Yes.
first meet you, like right now, I could look at you and I know what to tell you. You get what I'm saying? But it's what I'm going to show you.
What you gonna
People
tell me?
can't pretend. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you, damn baby, you so sexy. I can't think about nobody but you. Why would I even look at anybody else?
I would not believe that shit at all.
No, what are you talking about? You just call yourself the sexiest guy in Kerosene.
No. But
so
see,
what I'm going to do is I'm going to praise you and I'm going to make you feel like you're just the sexiest guy. I never met nobody like you because that's your personality. So when I talk to him, the energy that I got off of you, how I'm going to praise you, baby. You're a hard worker. You're a provider. You get what I'm saying? That's what a nigga like you gonna want to hear.
Tell me.
And then a nigga like you gonna want to hear, baby, oh, you so fucking fine. I want to fuck you and suck your dick all the time. You
I
get what
wanna
I'm
hear that
saying?
too. I wanna
It's
hear that
like
too.
women know exactly. No, they're gonna come with it. You get what I'm saying? But it's like you gotta tell different niggas different things. So when he started his, he was like, yeah, we trying to get 24 minutes. Like he was more business. So when you praise your man for what they do and the person that they are, that's how you praise your man. Of course, the fucking and the dick sucking, all that comes along with it. But what I'm saying is certain men that want to be praised for their being a provider, and then there's certain men that want to be praised for being the sexy kind of guy or whatever. And that's
Slim, dog. I love that dynamic, bro.
Fat Slim, 2 T's, 2 M's. You can guess who's who. So let me chime in, Untouchable, because you touched on a lot of key points, and nothing you said I disagree with. But I think we have to have a certain measure of extra context, right? So, and ladies, from a man's opinion, I don't think that it's necessarily a bad question to ask, what do you bring to the table? I think that there's better ways to ask the question. I think that you have to have a certain measure of discernment as far as understanding the timing in what you ask that question. I think that's what you was kind of hitting on, Untouchable. Like, hey, the first date, don't ask me. You know what I'm saying? And I agree.
I'm gonna tell you
right?
what you want to
It's
hear.
a certain
second date.
Okay, so even then, with you saying, I'm gonna tell you what you want to hear. So going back to the analogy that Bat used, which is the job interview. Yeah, we all bring our best foot forward. We go in there, shirt and tie. Might even throw your glasses on and make it look good. But it's just because you get the job don't mean you're gonna keep the job.
Right.
So at a certain point, if you in that interview said everything that people wanted to hear, but you at a certain point you couldn't deliver, meaning your actions couldn't align with your words, then
You're fired.
you will
gotta
get
go.
terminated from that job.
Exactly.
So the point that I'm getting to is that if a man is actually asking you, what is it that you can necessarily provide to him? Because it's all about, you kept saying reciprocity, Shamari. You dig what I'm saying? And you touched on, okay, well, Kevin Samuels kind of came out and put this title out there and, fuck everything up. I'm paraphrasing. You correct me if I'm wrong, right? But what happened was, what really happened was, prior to the internet, the man in Miami didn't know that the man in Atlanta, and didn't know that the man in California, didn't know that the man in Chicago, and didn't know that the man in Vegas all had the same underlying issues with women. That's what the internet
What's
did.
the underlying issue?
The underlying issues is that predominantly we run into women that have such an attitude of entitlement that there's a feeling that I don't have to do anything other than show up
and be pretty,
and give you some pussy. And you should just accept that.
Fuck no.
So you had a lot of men saying,
fuck no.
No, hold on, wait.
I got your
I ain't got to accept that.
I got your ad-libs. Go ahead.
Like, damn, I work, like, I should get something out of this equation as well.
Facts.
I should get something out of this. A lot of us were not privy to that because what we get taught as we're coming up from being boys trying to mature into man is, provide for the woman, take care of that woman. Get your family, get your kids under one roof and then have, start a family and marry her. And you had a lot of men that brought into that. And then still end up getting fucked around, and you like, hold on, man, I thought I was doing what. So what happened was you had a lot of men that thought that they were measuring up, and the rug was pulled up from up under them, and then a lot of them was just suffering. And I'm not saying that women don't have, I'm speaking from a man's perspective. A lot of them were suffering in silence. So now you got men that's just saying, you know what, before I go through all that right there, let's nip all this shit in the bud on the front end. If your expectation of me is to provide for you, protect you, be here for you, and be monogamous to you, God damn it, I need something too. And that's it. And that's all the question really boils down to. So it bugs me out. One of my good friends, shout out to Passport Cuddy on Instagram. Her name is Alex, and we had a conversation once. And somebody asked her, like, well, how do you get around the question of men asking, what do you bring to the table? And she's like, oh, that's easy. What do you need?
Oh.
What do you need? Tell me what you need, and I'll tell you if I can give it.
I like that question.
Real
I never
simple.
got asked that question.
So the issue becomes, because if you're so insulted by me asking you, hey baby, what can you provide me in this potential relationship? Then I have much reason to believe that you probably can't provide me nothing. Because if you ask me that question, I can provide you at least 3 key point indicators to suggest that this is the reason why you should deal with me. Or this is the reason why this is what I can add to you in hopes that you would want to be with me. Women get asked that question, and again, predominantly, I'm not saying all, get insulted or feel as if, I'm here, ain't I?
That question.
And it's like, well, damn, I can't, I can't even ask a question.
Like, to be honest, what I'm saying, I didn't say that, like, I'm offended by the question or I don't like the question. I'm just basically a show me person. So I'm going to show you what I bring, and I expect for you to show me what you bring. I didn't say that I don't expect for you to expect something from me. As y'all, if you remember at the beginning, I said I'm a partner. And I pride myself on being a partner to my man. Right. But at the same time, I'm more of a show me person. So that whole question of what you bring to the table is a waste of everybody's time, because the person is going to tell you what you want to hear. Well, that's why I say you have to show me.
Well, I want to say this. Well, to men, it's not a bad question, because contrary to popular belief, we run into more women that are liabilities than assets. So we want to know. We really need to know, like what's your mindset on? Like what you got plans to do? If I lose everything today, could you step up until I get back right?
Come in at.
Like it's not always about financial gains. What else do you provide besides your pussy? You know what I mean? Besides being pretty. Besides wanting to be, a passenger princess. That's cool and all, but what else is it?
Be a passenger princess. I hate driving. But what I'm saying is that, because one thing what I love about me is I stick to my guns, and like a person could come be like, oh, you're wrong. But at the end of the day, sometimes your peace can sound like selfishness. You get what I'm saying? But you have to choose your peace. So if my piece is a man showing me instead of telling me, that's what it is. Because I live in a world to where if you ask a person something, I'm in sales, I do health insurance. If you ask a person something, they're going to tell you what you want to hear. So I just feel like that what you bring to the table, the reason why it's such a red flag, because it's like, why, do you need something? That's what I get from the shit. Because when I'm actually dating somebody, I don't give a fuck what you saying. I'm watching you.
Right.
I want to see how you act when you around your mama.
So here we
I
go.
haven't got asked that question to be honest.
But here we go right here. And again, untouchable. Everything you saying is complete facts. But also everything you saying is in the plural. I mean in the singular. Mm-hmm. You got to understand the plural, meaning understand that that's a whole nother person. Mm-hmm. It's easy for everyone here to internalize what they feel and how they interpret something. But in the effort to communicate, in the effort to get on one accord, there has to be an openness to understand how the other person interprets something.
Yeah.
Right?
It's a relationship. You're supposed to understand each other.
Yeah, and there has to be an effort for that. So the point is, if that man, although you feel like, hey, I'm going to show you better than I can tell you, mm-hmm. you can't negate the need to tell if you're being asked a question.
Can I ask a question? Because I honestly have not been asked literally, what do you bring to the table? I've never been asked that. So are y'all saying men actually ask, what do you bring to the table? Because I've never been asked that.
No, we're not saying that men necessarily actually ask that question. What we're saying is that if any question is asked, there can't be an instant rebuttal, whatever the question may be, that's important at that time to the courtship, to get to know one another. You do what I'm saying?
I answer all questions that you need to hear because I feel like I do believe women put out a front to men. I do believe that. And that's one thing I will warn my sons of, that a woman is going to portray herself to be the best thing on earth.
What you asking her
whatever,
for.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
There you go, Untouchable. Read that comment for us.
He said it was red what she needs. She got on red.
I think he talking about
the red skin color.
Yeah,
the red.
I think he talking about skin.
No, I think he talking about
red.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who you talking about? Who you talking about?
Red.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She got on red.
But no, what she need?
What you need, girl?
You trying to look out?
What she need?
Yeah.
So,
hey, hold on. So for all the fellas that's, hey, listen, y'all know how we do on this show now. You see the cash tag at the bottom? If you want any guest we bring on the show, we take a 24-hour management fee, and you gotta go ahead. No. That business. That ain't pimping. That business.
We standing on.
I don't get pimping. No, you pay me my fee directly. Okay,
Listen.
I don't need
Nah, I'm just saying. Like,
OPOV.
Like I just said, for me,
hey. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you go straight to the source, listen, our lawyers will be in touch. God damn it. we gonna need that.
See your ass and start in the seats. Ain't gonna be no date.
A $ OPOV 1.
Yeah. You know, look, 25, 50, 75, 100. You know what I'm saying? We start at 100 though.
But you know what's so weird? Men and women speak different languages because me and him saying the same thing, but it sounds different.
It sounds different, but it's the same.
But it's the same thing. I'm just more of a show me person. I just feel like
if you think we think saying the same thing, you ain't listening to nothing else.
Nothing.
No, what I'm saying is that this is what he's telling me. He's telling me that, I shouldn't be offended. Yeah, and I said, I'm not offended. That's what I told you. I said, I don't get offended. But when if a guy sit down for me on the first date and say, what do you bring to the table? My question is, why? What do you need from me? I'm like, wow, what you need? You need something? That's my thing.
You said that 10 minutes ago and I addressed that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I just feel like,
and you still feel like that. Like, do you understand what I can repeat everything you said, but can you quantify what I essentially said to you? What the fuck?
You said that men have the right to ask women what they bring to the table so that he don't waste his time.
No.
That's not what you said?
No.
So what you said?
No. But we go get into this. And we got a little.
We got way off.
Yeah, we got a little way off.
We gotta move along.
What the hell this kid got going?
He got itchy.
You just got a little. Okay.
Got a little itch.
Hey, sit down, man. Sit down.
Damn it.
Oh, he itchy. You gotta scratch him.
Come here.
Okay. He all right.
Come here.
Scratch him.
Oh, he got to get the hell up out of here.
What the fuck, Billy?
He usually be sleeping in Florida.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely far.
Definitely far. So, hey, man, if you just not tuned in, this is Movies in March with OPOV. Myself, the asshole extraordinaire. We got the comedian Untouchable in the building. We got Shamari, a.k.a. Texas, in the building. Shout out to everybody in the comments. What's up, Willie Fontaine? What's up, Reva Reeve? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, if you in the comments, man, like the video, share the video. If you, especially if you tune in on Facebook,
say,
Reva.
no, I'm talking about chocolate. As you said, the red. You talk about you chocolate.
So especially if you tuned in on Facebook, man, you can go ahead and share this to 5 people in your messenger. You can share it to your story, all that good stuff. Hey, listen.
Hey,
Don't
what's
be
the
talking
matter?
about no.
Oh, what the fuck, Billy?
Nah, because he gonna keep coming in.
Oh,
Hey man, go
down.
have a seat.
Sit.
Appreciate you.
Good boy. Good boy.
That's the first time he listened, I think.
Good boy.
Chill.
Shit.
Just like a little baby. I do good with the baby.
Yeah, she gonna rub him again.
So listen, everybody in the comments, do us a big favor. If you like what you're seeing, what's going on right now, put a 1 in the chat real quick, man. Put a 1 in the chat. Just
Yeah,
float
drop a one, because we finna get into movies in March. So we talking about the movie Acrimony, right? This is, again, for those that have never seen the movie, man, we gonna try our best to paint the picture. Our producers, we wanted to make sure that we painted the pictures from both angles, from both sides, right? And our producers made sure they got everything that they needed in order to go ahead and just paint that picture the way that it needs to be painted, all right? So we got a couple of still shots because, again, man, we was about to get bad last week. Last week we was about to get bad. Not last week, last year when we did movies in March, we was about to get bad. So now we just got the pictures. So we gonna try to paint the context of the movie with the necessary pictures. All right.
That nigga died about to flip the table.
I think he wanted
Maybe the shirt off.
So y'all, all right. So I mean, you gotta move the camera or something. So.
No, you gotta take that shirt off that nigga, man.
Or maybe the chain. That shit real? Because you know that should be at your neck.
Shit. Come over here and get that in, man.
All you gotta do is not pay him no attention.
Okay, all right. Oh, God.
Shit. Hey, remember everybody, we do this live. This is not pre-recorded. We do this live. So Billy was in here on his Billy shit. He Billying right now, y'all. So shit.
He act like my boys. They be all over the place.
You ready, D? Let's. I'm finna flip to the still shots.
Yeah, let's go. Paint the picture. So, man, listen. In the beginning of this movie, you had this is like the beginning of the movie, right? So the guy and the girl, they meet on a college campus, right? I believe her character, this is the character that's played by Taraji. This is her name Melinda in the movie, I believe. And then you had her husband, I forget dog name.
Taraji.
Nah, Taraji is Taraji Henson. That's who played the character.
Mm-hmm.
When she grows up.
Yeah, when she grows up, right? So this is a still shot from, she calls him, right? And she said, hey, you ain't called me in like 2 days. So, I guess this is when y'all intuition kick in.
Yep.
Never in the history of women have I ever heard them intuit the Powerball numbers. Can y'all please use y'all intuition?
Intuition is different from...
Can y'all please use y'all intuition to goddamn get the Powerball numbers?
It don't work that way.
No, it don't work like
it only worked for bad shit, obviously.
No, it works for
cool.
good.
Cool.
I ain't
Anyway,
never seen it.
she get a little, you feel me? Like, okay, you ain't called me in 2 days. So she went ahead and went over to that boy had a little trailer he was living in. So on the other still shot over there, she saying, you laying with this chick or whatever like that. So in that scene where she go to his trailer, catch another chick in the trailer, she takes her Jeep. She had a Jeep. She rammed the trailer. Boom. Like, because she had like a real anger problem in the movie.
That's how my anger is.
So she rammed it. And then she ended up having like something happened to her. She injured herself. She couldn't have kids or whatnot from that injury. So in this next screenshot, this is them living together. Her parents died, left her the house. The house was fully paid for. And she was just saying that he got little jobs in and out, but they ain't even cover like the utilities most of the time. So, they just going through that struggle. Now, let's keep in mind, he was working on a battery. He was working on an invention all through college, all throughout the later years of life, et cetera, et cetera. So on the next screenshot over here to the right, you will see her saying more or less like, the battery not gonna work. because it had done, went haywire, burnt some electricity in the house or whatnot. So it really was like taking a toll on their marriage or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So let's pause now. She had done she caught him cheating. They wasn't married yet. They got married. They moved into her people in them house. After the cheat episode, they moved to her people house. He trying to get this battery off the ground, trying to get the battery off the ground. He ain't really help with no bills. She done reached into all her savings, the insurance policy money. So now she broke. She can't take it no more. Like, her sister them in her ear, like, hey, you need to get rid of this guy. They end up looting. Her mama house got foreclosed on. It was bad. Okay. It was bad. It was bad. So now they go to get the divorce, which is this clip right here to the left. And you can see him saying to her, like, I honestly, can say with all my heart that I love you. He was practically begging her, listen, don't get the divorce. Like, I love you. You know what I'm saying? None time. She wasn't trying to hear it. She signed off on it, got the divorce. That was it. It was done. So now she on a date because she ain't been dating in all these years. She been married. And on this little clip to the right, she ended up seeing that boy out washing dishes. Like, he's literally, had to get a job washing dishes in the kitchen.
We got to add, she took care of him throughout all them years.
Yeah, he was working on the battery. So that's what that number is, right? No. To your point. She was taking care. She was taking care of everything all the years.
So working on the battery sound like he was making some money. No.
Okay, so
he had no income coming in.
So he had no income.
That's a major factor.
That's a major factor. You're absolutely right. So that clip all the way to the right, she added up all the money that she put into this relationship over all the years, right? Yeah. 1.2 million.
That ain't little. That ain't a little amount.
I didn't say it was little. I said she added up all the money that she put into the relationship. That's not little. Right. Okay, cool. Right? So she added up all the bread. She got real upset at that time seeing him working as a goddamn dishwasher, busser in the restaurant. She was on a little hot date.
And he didn't put that effort in during the marriage.
He didn't put what effort in?
He didn't even try to bust dishes and wipe tables down during the marriage. He just relied on her.
He just relied on her. Okay.
He finally got a job after. I'm just breaking it down from how women see it. I'm breaking it down from how women see it.
Definitely.
He didn't put no effort in during the marriage to bring not even pennies in.
Not even pennies in.
He had an.
I'm giving you the woman's perspective, so we can understand each other's perspective, because men see it as I'm trying to get this adventure. I know it's gonna hit, but women see it as, well, I'm still taking care of us. You haven't even put the effort in to say, let me get a part-time job to bring in some part-time wages. He never tried that.
So we go all the way back to but there was a clip where she said it didn't even take care of the utilities. So he did have little odds and ends, but to your point, it ain't really moved the needle because they were still falling in debt and she was still covering the bulk.
Remember the second mortgage, like you said, on her mother's house that got foreclosed.
The second mortgage on the mother house.
Like, baby, where you at, baby? I'm trying to do for us, baby. But
it was bad. Yeah. It was bad. It was bad. Okay. Now they get the divorce, right? They got the divorce, right? We all on the same page. They got the divorce. It was bad. She took care of him the whole marriage. He didn't even try to bring in $1. Right? That's how the lady's seeing it, Shamar?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right. Now, what happens next in the movie? That boy battery hit.
Okay.
That boy got that deal done. And he went back to her. That's clipped to the left. Is her sisters looking at a $10 million check. Now, these the same sisters that was telling her, leave his ass alone.
That nigga, girl.
But what sister wouldn't? All right.
He's the same sister that was telling him, leave him alone, divorce him. He ain't worth nothing, the whole 9 yards, right? Now, he came back, cut her a check for $10 million. He gave her the keys to her mama house that got foreclosed on. Yeah. Basically, he did right by. Did he have to do that? No, he did not. No. But he came back, let her know, hey, you was there with me when I was in the slums. I ain't gonna forget about you. Okay, cool. Now, he went ahead and moved on, ironically, to the same woman he was caught cheating with 20 years ago. So you want to add in like how the ladies look at that? He probably was the whole time and all that.
That's a deep hit to your heart when this man cheated and you couldn't bear children because you caught this man cheating with that woman. You couldn't bear
children because you caught him,
and you lashed out, and your reaction. Okay, let me rewind. Let me rewind. Let me rewind. So women, we love very deeply.
Mm-hmm.
So you loving this man deeply, you dedicated to him, you loyal to him.
This is before they got married now.
Yeah,
So
but
this
they
is before
still
all the money.
once,
This is before all the money
yes,
got
it
spent.
is.
This was
But once you
before
say
they got married.
women
They was together.
True, they
but
were
they
together,
were not
right?
married.
Keyword, they were together.
Mm-hmm.
Women see it as once you say you with me and I'm with you, that's it. It should be nobody else outside of that.
Mm-hmm.
But he decided to do that anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So she lashed out because some of us have very bad tempers. Some of us can hold it in more than others.
Okay.
She couldn't hold her temper in at that moment, and she ramped the trailer, flipped it,
Which caused her to
not
be able to bear children.
not be able to bear children.
Okay.
That's another hit because no matter what, women have this nature in them.
Who told her to drive the truck to the trailer?
I said that was her fault. That was her fault. It was her pain. It was her hurt. It was her. It was her betrayal. It was the betrayal. Just like a man feels betrayed, women feel betrayed too.
Okay.
And some men react harshly to betrayal. Women react harshly to betrayal.
So she reacted.
She react harshly, very harshly to betrayal.
So let's get through it. So,
I feel like she was just
the next thing that happens is he came back, cut her the check. Here go $10 million. Here go your mama house that we lost. Sorry, but wish you the best.
Oh, but
here go 10 M's.
Get to the biggest point of that. How much was the deal worth?
Hold on.
No, anybody how much the deal was? Anybody how much the deal? Just know he hit.
That's what blew her mind when she found out what the deal was worth.
Ain't matter. He wasn't entitled.
Come on, just tell the people what the deal was worth.
Just let me get through it. Let me cook. Let me get through it. Because there's some people that make. So if you're just not tuning in, this is Movies and March at OPOV. We're talking about the movie Acrimony, and we're
because I'm on Taraji's side.
Just pulling up different still shots and trying to guide people through the movie. Okay, so he gave her the $10 million check. So now at this point, she shows her sister them the check, the whole 9 yards, and now she started crashing out. So the clip on the top right is her looking at their social media. He brought a yacht. He named the yacht Gail. So he had big dreams. He had big dreams, right? So that right there is her looking. You got the wrong one up there. That shouldn't be up there yet. That one right there. No. So after she see the social media stuff, she like bugging out. And then she went to visit him at his condo that he told her he was always going to buy. I'm going to buy a condo in this building on the top floor. I'm going to get a yacht. It's going to be called this. The whole 9 yards. He was going to name the yacht after her, I believe, but he ended up naming it after his new fiance or whatnot. Let's keep in mind that the new fiance is the reason why he got that big $80 million deal that he got for his battery. Because she worked in she worked at the company that funded that deal. You know what I'm saying? So she wasn't just she was an asset pretty much. He ain't just run back to his old thing. No, she had she the one that set that whole situation up. Because he was trying to get on them people for 100 years and they weren't trying to hear him. As a matter of fact, they banned him from coming on the premises to the company. So take her out of the equation. He don't even get the opportunity to close the $80 million deal and get her ass back $10 million. That's neither here nor there. So she started crashing out. She go to the yacht where they chilling at, whatever. Well, she went to the condo first, looking around the condo. She figured she's just gonna walk off in the condo, drop her robe. Nah, she here. And so now when she look and see like, it's this chick, and of all chicks, this chick?
Yep, that's her.
She had a whole nother burnout moment.
But you know what you left out? During the movie, she thought that they were cheating because she saw him walking into the office and like they had some type of encounter. So she thought that he was cheating with the girl Gail during the marriage too.
She thought that he wasn't.
He wasn't. She just saw the wrong thing. He
specifically told her, "Listen, I saw what it did to you. I saw what it did to you before, and I've never cheated on you during this marriage." He told her that, and he did it. He didn't. So the long and the short, man, she goes to the yacht, pull a gun out on the man, shoot the man. The whole ending was just crazy. If you've never watched the movie, definitely check it out. Untouchable. You looking like, boy, I missed it. Like, yeah, this is a great movie. This is a good one.
That sounded a bit much.
So now, Shamar, we want to hear from you first because obviously you feel like there was a lot of justification in her actions. For those that's just I'm gonna get to these comments as well. Shamar.
Yes.
So you saw the movie. Share your thoughts.
It was a great movie.
Okay.
So I think Taraji had a lot of. I think what the character tried to portray with a lot of women is that we hold our man down. Our man failed to realize how much we hold him down, the little things. and women look at every little thing. We look futuristic wise. Um, and then sometimes we get the wrong perspective on things. Like, yes, this is a woman he cheated with in his past, and she wasn't able to have children. The small thing in there that men may not realize is that that's a deep pain for a woman to say, I can never bear children. Thank God I never had to go through that, but I know that's a pain. So then you go back to the woman. Remember, she thought he went back to her to cheat with this woman again.
All that
That's
thought
a
stuff.
yeah, but that's
All
why
that
men
thought
should
and
provide.
shit.
That's why men should provide clarity in your life.
He did. He did.
He did. And then, okay, another dynamic in there that women have to be careful of is friends. Sometimes friends or sisters or family will like obscure the picture for you by looking on the outside, looking in, and giving you bad advice. Her sisters were saying like, you've been taking care of this man, which is bad. Like, what you want? Well, y'all don't see it from a woman's perspective. Most women want a man to provide for them. She was in this marriage for what, 20 years, and the man she was providing for this man for 20 years. That is a major, major, major hit, a major factor in the whole movie.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
When she met him, when
They
they
were
met,
in college.
I didn't ask you. When she met him,
Yes.
was he working on the battery?
Yes.
Okay.
But that's like, okay, let me give you another perspective because I saw a show you were on and you said that's true. So a man that you meet in college or in high school, he wants to be a rapper. But then maybe 10 years down the road, you 28 now, and you still trying to become a rapper. Anybody would say, hey, maybe you need to, get a job, and rapping is your hobby. He never made the battery aspect of his goals a hobby. He never tried to get a job to say, let me bring something into this marriage to show that I'm an asset besides pursuing my dreams, my aspiration. It was all about me. This is my goal. I want to get this battery off the ground. I think it's going to make it. And she supported him. Most men say, hey, my woman don't support my dreams. She supported his dreams. Right? Correct? She supported his dreams.
Absolutely.
So where did he give to her during that marriage? Where did he say, you're right? You've been working 2 jobs. You've been taking care of the bills. You done took out a second mortgage on your mother's home. I done made your mom lose her home, foreclosed on it, correct? He still never said, let me get a part-time job nowhere. McDonald's, Burger King, let me go do a customer service job. He never tried to put any of that into the marriage. We still, come on, Bat, you still don't see where that can be hurtful to a woman?
Shamari, you know what? I'm going to tell you this right here. You right. You right.
Thank you.
That's it.
I'm gonna tell you.
No. Because I agree 200%, and I will tell any man that's pursuing any kind of dream, any kind of ambition, that there is a balance.
A balance.
There is a balance. I could not agree more. He could have definitely did something or made some sort of effort to bring good faith to the marriage aspect, to the consistent bills need consistent money. So he could have definitely did his part in balancing his pursuit of his dream, which was the battery, and his present marriage.
He didn't take a second mortgage out on his mother's house. He took a second mortgage out on his mother's house.
None of that. And so all of that is
That's
facts.
painful. That's painful.
It is very painful.
Okay.
But I think
and this is years of pain.
This is years of pain.
And
years
it's painful from both sides. I think a lot of times because we're male and because it's male and it's female, people think that it's a different sort of pain. It should come from both sides. A man should get tired of putting 100% into a woman and she's not doing nothing.
Right.
Just like a woman should get tired of the same thing.
Exactly.
And that brings me back to the whole partnership. I feel like when people are really looking for a person, you have to look for your partner. Yes. And your partner is not going to chase a dream and leave you paying all the bills.
Right. Because if my sons took a second mortgage out on my home, after they taking care of this woman and I'm losing my home, I'm like, son, she got to go, or she need to get a job because she has this passion, this dream. But right now, you're supposed to live in reality, like right now at this moment.
So the reality is,
thank God it hit. Thank God it hit in the future, but nobody knows the future.
Exactly.
And now at this moment, I lost my home that me and your father worked for. me and your father work for this home, and we put in our house on the line for
I
your
see what it is.
spouses.
Like
I
he's
see
the
what it is.
rule.
Let me
The rule. That doesn't happen all the
help it
time.
out. Let me say
Sometimes
this.
it's
Right.
just hold niggas
Let me
down.
say
And that's the
years
good
nothing
twist
ever
that
happens.
Tyler Perry put in this movie. It hit, but all the time it don't
doesn't
hit.
He's the
See,
rule.
hold on, wait. Stop right there. We ain't talking about all the time it don't hit. We talking about the reality. What you just said.
He made a great.
Hey.
That's what made this movie great.
Don't try to twist and twangle it to further.
What
prove
about
your
the rapper
point.
that pursues
we ain't
his
talking about
rapper
none of that.
degree?
We talking about the fact that it
This movie,
actually
it
did freaking hit, and when it did,
and you know what? Okay. Oh, you got me.
and when
Let me
it
tell
did,
you, from a
did
woman's
the man
perspective,
do right or did he not do right?
not
by that
really.
woman?
Not really.
It's still enough.
Not
the man
really.
came and gave her 10 M's.
What was? I don't remember the exact amount.
It ain't about how much he got.
I'm not gonna
Yo,
lie.
but when you
not
put,
entitled to none of it.
I'm not gonna lie, right?
She
So
wasn't
this
entitled
is,
to none of it.
honestly, this is how I feel because I haven't seen the movie, but I'm, listening to you guys
let me
paraphrase.
find out the
In
exact.
all honesty, women
Hey,
might
them
not like
courts-
it.
hey, them courts said
Women
they
might
didn't have
not
to do
like.
shit.
No, listen, right? Women might not like to hear this, but it is true. Like you said, they were already broken up. He didn't have to. And the
True.
fact that he did, I would have took my meals and been riding another nigga in the sea somewhere. Like I wouldn't have. Like I would have let it go. I felt like he made just with his. Like a lot of times. You try to just hold on to things. You can't hold on to things. If a person come try to make right with you, you have to let the person make right with you. But guess what? I'm not saying you forget. So don't get it twisted. I'm not saying you forget, and I'm not saying you forgive. But I'm saying if a person come and they make right with you, and you got 10 million that you didn't have, and this is not your husband, I would have walked off smooth. I would have walked off smooth.
And you a smart woman.
See, you know what I'm hearing here though.
Women have strong emotions.
Holy.
Obviously.
Okay.
Emotion y'all way right out some motherfucking a good situation.
He a better man than me. I'm gonna be honest with you. If that shit would have just been gone, and I would have been gone with that 80 million.
Okay, so he got 75 million. He got 75 million.
It don't matter.
But to be
He ain't got to
honest,
give her ass a brown fucking penny.
The fact that he came back and gave her the house
But
back
hold on,
and gave
hold
her
on, hold
everything
on.
she lost, I would have walked off.
But
Hold
he
on,
never
hold on,
made it
hold
clear
on,
that he
hold
was
on.
moving on. Because remember, during the movie, he was begging her back
Yeah, okay.
for her to have him back.
So you know what I'm hearing here?
Yeah,
Like,
he wanted his wife.
damn, it's okay
Yeah.
if he had a dream, but he had to do this, that, and the third while he work at McDonald's and bring some coins in just to, go buy a piece of toilet paper and all that other shit. But let's play devil's advocate.
Okay.
If the shoe was on the other foot, and
The
that man,
woman wouldn't have gave that nigga a
Nothing.
brown goddamn penny.
Well,
That's not true.
Man,
No, that's not true.
That's not true.
Get
That's not
outta
true.
here,
Honest,
man.
That's not true.
I'm somebody that's
Y'all
chasing a dream,
motherfuckers,
right?
Man,
So don't listen,
man.
right?
No,
'Cause I can see this from both
This my
ways.
money. He divorced me.
he ain't do
Oh, you mean the lady you said that the woman wouldn't have went
I'm saying
back?
if it was the other way around, if he had divorced her,
Mhm.
if she had begged him at the divorce proceedings, please don't do this.
Mhm.
I still love you.
Mhm.
Everything if that shoe was on the other foot,
Yeah.
and then her baby would have hit, she would have made sure she let it known that motherfucker hit, and I ain't giving you nothing, and you should have stayed with me. And
Yep.
get out of here.
Nah, that's the thing you put.
Get
in,
outta here.
You put in. That's another thing. You can't put nobody in just no lump and say all women because you don't really.
All
know.
women are not the same.
All women
Just like
are
all
not
men
the
are
same.
not the
Okay.
same.
You don't really know.
So this is
He's
Are all
saying
men
he
the
wouldn't
same?
have gave
Are
her-
all men the
The other
same?
men said no.
All
they're
men are
not.
the
Can I? Okay.
I don't think
No,
so.
they're
Can I tell you why?
I don't
Can I
think
tell you
so.
why I say that?
Why?
Because it's innately in us
Mhm.
as men
To provide.
to provide. Hence the reason why the man went back
Mhm.
and gave her the 10 million that he was not obligated to do.
It's not
He
in
was
their
not
Bottom line.
obligated, but you don't feel like she.
It's a new
deserved
breed
it?
of man.
No.
out here.
She did, and he gave it to her because she
Hell
deserved
no.
it.
Yeah,
when
she
he gave
deserved
it,
it.
when he gave her the money,
Because he knew she
when he
deserved
gave
it.
exactly.
What?
But again, he was not. That still was him doing something that he
It
did
was a
not
good
have
thing.
to do.
Exactly.
All right, now women on the other hand, predominantly, I ain't saying all because we're not
Okay.
gonna couple everybody in one group.
Okay.
But what we experience predominantly from women is the want to be here
Mhm.
and look down at, especially a man that she feel as if he wronged her,
Mhm.
did her dirty,
Mhm.
hurt her, all of this crap that he did to her in this movie.
Nothing.
And she wouldn't have gave that nigga a motherfucking
Because
brown
he didn't
pig.
deserve it. But if the shoe was on the
God
other
damn.
foot, this is what I'm telling you, right?
I'm telling you,
Because
if the
he
shoe was
didn't
on the other
deserve
foot,
it.
if the shoe was on the other foot, that would have mean
And
that he
she
did
cheated on
everything.
him?
That would have mean that he did everything that she did in the movie. We say
Okay.
put the shoe on the entire whole
Okay,
foot. Don't
the
just put
whole
it on
shoe
your
on the
foot.
other
Don't just
foot.
put it on your foot
Yeah.
for your benefit. When we say the shoe on the other foot, that means the roles reverse in full.
The entirety.
The
So that
entirety.
means that he would have been the one holding her down while she was chasing her ambition. But all of the above.
Oh, well, then I feel like he deserved it.
Yeah. When that
Okay.
little puss ass nail salon failed like a motherfucker, them eyelashes tech shit that failed like a motherfucker. When all that other dumb ass, stupid ass, goofy ass shit that I put money in failed like a motherfucker. And when you actually hit,
Yeah, I would feel like you deserve something.
you
from
would.
me.
You would feel like, you left me. You don't deserve
No.
that. I told you.
See, that's why I say you can't put women into a
We're not all the same.
Because what I'm saying is that if you're
But we
someone
can
that
put all
supports
the
you,
So
all
let me get
niggas
this
are
right.
not
So what
the
you're
same.
saying is that
if someone supported
so
you
you're
and
saying
held me down,
what you're saying is that you will all of a sudden because you just say, I'm not saying you have to forgive. I'm not saying you have to forget. So you will all of a sudden get that money and be forgiving and understand and all this other crap do so much so to the point where you will give him some money.
It's not forgiving and understanding. It's about
It will take for you to be forgiven
paying
to actually
back.
give.
No, because remember the shoe is on the foot. I'm the one hurt him. I'm the one dogged him. He the one took care of me. So now that I blow, why wouldn't I look out for
You're
him?
not gonna do that. They don't do that. That's
That
not
I will
reality.
look out
That's
for
not
him.
reality.
Right
That's
now
not
in my
reality.
real life world. Now let's get real.
That nigga won't
Right
even
now in my
exist to
real
you.
life world, I have an ex, right? Me and him are not together at all. But I feel like in my comedy career, it was times where I wasn't working. And it was times where he would look out for me. He would look out for my kids. He's not the father of my kids. Right now to this day, I'm doing well for myself. And if he needs something, I don't give a fuck who he with. He gonna always have it for me because you showed up for me. So I just feel like if a person show up for you, they deserve for you to
Why you
show
don't
up for
just give
them.
him something on the first every month?
Give him what? Pussy?
No,
No,
When is the
no,
limit?
no,
What's the
I'm like,
limit, though?
Why you don't just give
We
him
need
something on the
some
first
money.
every
Give
month?
him money every
Yeah,
first
on
of
the
the
first
month?
every month. You say he showed up for
What's
you.
the
Why you
limit?
just-
You're not understanding. You give the person what they're asking you for.
No,
what
I
they
was
need
just
from you.
talking about the part where you say if he needs something.
If he do
Niggas always
need
need
something. If
He
he
always
do-
something.
if-
but
do
but
need something.
in title to this movie, they didn't ask him for $10 million. He just did it.
He just did it. That's what I'm saying. Y'all
So
not
why did
hearing
that person
me.
got to ask you for something?
No, you're not hearing what I'm saying. As a real person, okay, it's real and it's fake. When you're a real ass person, you know for a fact a person showed up for you. No matter what happens, you're going to show up for that person when you're in position to show up for that person. The problem is a lot of people dealing with fake ass motherfuckers to the point when they run into real people, they not sure. So like I said, if a person done completely showed up for me, I have no choice but to show up for you because you showed up for me. So like I said, if you've been holding me down and we're not together, but I blow, you good. And I expect the same shit from you
With that being
because
said-
I've been holding you down.
With that being said, anybody that's listening, OPOV pop off and you put any due diligence in with us, listen, we hit 300 million. I got y'all on 75,000.
Nah, that's different. You ain't fucking them. You not laying with them. You not sleeping with them. What I'm saying is that this world is built on so much fake to the point where when you run into real, you don't realize it.
Some people don't know
because
how to
what
deal
he
with that
did
real.
was real. That was some real ass shit.
It was.
He was supposed to look out. But what she did was still get frustrated about it because a lot of times as women, we feel like we lost and we don't want to move on. Sometimes you just not that bitch and it hurt.
That's
but you
true.
have to accept it and you have to move on. He gave you $10 million.
Right.
He didn't have to give you shit.
And
he
untouchable.
gave you $10 million.
Every woman that I've had the conversation with about this movie could never get to that point of what you just said.
No,
They stay
because
stuck right there on the fact that what Shamari was saying. Oh, it was so much hurt. It was 20 years. And
No,
it was
no,
this
no.
and this. And it was that and that. And she couldn't have
I
kids.
agree with the
I
$10
feel
million,
like
but
you're
it
right
was
in it.
And all of that
people,
stuff is
human beings discredit feelings. And feelings sometimes, no matter what we have materialistically, it impacts our soul and our spirit to a point that we don't see the material things.
I get that.
And he did do right by her by saying, hey, here's the 10 million.
And here's your mama house.
Here's your
back.
mom's house back. But then another thing, women, we put so much into a man is like, when this is the woman you cheated on me with, that I couldn't bear children with, and you back with her. And you told me that you wasn't dealing with her.
He wasn't.
He
You
wasn't.
seen the movie. He wasn't.
He wasn't. He wasn't.
So take all your assumptions, take all your
Especially
goddamn
if he
fucked up
was,
shit in
man.
your
But you
head.
can't take that out. You can't take
you got to, because
No.
the fact of the matter is he was
Remember,
not
movies-
dealing with the freaking
No,
woman.
but you remember movies, we see every perspective. But with movies, you don't think about that one person's perspective. That one person's perspective, she didn't see that he really wasn't dealing with that person.
Because she chose not to.
But we saw
what that man said to that woman was, Mel, I did not do that. I would not do that. The one time he did do that, he specifically said, I saw what it did to you. He said, I saw what it did to you, and I would never do that again. That's what that man said from the bottom of his goddamn nut gristle. And guess what? She did not want to believe it. What the hell else y'all be wanting us to do? Nigga telling you out his mouth, I ain't been with the girl.
Yeah. But a lot
So you have situations where
already traumatized.
Oh, okay. So now people come in traumatized, which I can agree with you 300%. At a certain point, we have to decide to deal with that trauma and not constantly put that and project that on the other person. Like, that's crazy. You did what I'm saying? Because now you crashing out, looking on the social media. I'm talking about the movie now. Looking at the social media and you saying, she living my life. Man, that man painted the whole picture out for you. Yeah, baby, I'm going to get the house up here, but I'm going to get the yacht. I'm going to name it after you. That man continue on in his dream and making his dream come true and just put another queen in place.
That's it.
That's all he did.
Yeah.
So if you voluntarily pick yourself up and remove yourself from this seat that a nigga done... Hey, baby, this your seat right here. That's why I said I would have walked off smooth
with the money.
This your seat right here.
Like, $10 million sounded good. I'm like, okay, all relationships are a gamble. You get what I'm saying?
Very true.
Like, believe it or not, niggas be groupies too. I'm a comedian. I travel. People see me. Sometimes niggas fuck with me for the fact of it's untouchable. You get what I'm saying? One day
it's
she might
untouchable,
blow.
baby.
Yeah, you get it.
I like that.
But you get what I'm saying? One day she might blow. One day she might blow. You get what I'm saying? But, God forbid, like, say if I don't blow, then that person gonna feel like I wasted my time with her. She didn't ever blow. But then if I do blow, then, you expecting something from me? But you can only expect something from me if you actually pour it into me. You get what I'm saying? But I also feel, I'm a person chasing a dream. I feel like it's selfish to chase a dream and not contribute nothing to the house.
That's my whole point.
I agree.
That's my whole point. I'm not saying he was... At the end of the day, he did do right by her by giving her the $10 million, but people just discredit the fact, or
talk to the mic.
People discredit people's feelings, and it wasn't a year, it wasn't 2 years, it wasn't 3 years. Meanwhile, she wasn't going to therapy to deal with her trauma. That was traumatic, because most women feel like their man should provide. Most men say, my woman don't support my dreams. She was doing all those things. So she should have probably dealt with her trauma, or maybe he could have handled the situation a little more lightly. But to say we divorced, let's go back to the time frame again. They divorced like 1 month. It wasn't even a year later, and you already remarried. That's another trauma. To say, hey, I done held you down. I forget how long the marriage was. It had to be 10, 15, 20 years. They were like really grown.
You're right, but let's leave
it. I didn't say
it's a part you left out. It's a really important part you left out.
She did not handle that
really
correctly.
Part you left out.
And what was that?
He was homeless.
Because he wasn't working.
Check one.
That's still his own fault.
Hear it out.
A grown man.
He was homeless. The other young lady said, "Robert, what are you doing? Come live with me."
Because women out here, we have a habit.
Let's be real.
It was no more than his wife did for him. It was no more than his wife did him.
You're making comparisons right now.
It wasn't, but it was not. It was no more than his wife did for him for 20 years.
What I'm responding to,
I understand.
You don't
she
understand.
provided a shelter that his wife did for 20 years.
I'm responding to you saying
how more is
already burnt out. So do you guys believe, and I'm finna blow you guys' mind, do you believe that you can date the same man but a different man?
Absolutely.
Two different women? Yes.
No.
Like
me and you date him, but you're dating a different man.
People bring out different results.
You get what I'm saying? In the movie, right, when you had him, he wasn't doing it, and he wasn't da-da-da-da-da. He wasn't doing what he was supposed to be doing. But by the time he done came in contact with me, now he's at a level to where he want to do what he's supposed to do, blah, blah, blah. I feel like as long as he come back and straighten you, you should be good. So the girl Laquita, it was a comment that I read. Laquita,
Wait,
she
wasn't
said
she
a lot
pregnant
of times that people don't want to. A lot of
She
women
had
be
got
scared
pregnant,
to
too.
move on, and that's hard. A lot of women will hold on to shit and will drag it because we're so afraid to move on, and a lot of women don't want to feel like they lost. And you'll believe it or not, a lot of women blame the woman instead of the man. But in reality, we dating two different men. When you had him, he wasn't doing shit. He wasn't trying to be shit. You was taking care of him. But when he got with me, he had me fucked up. Baby, you gotta get you. It's time to elevate. So it's like sometimes one person, that one man, me and you could date this same man, and that's two different men. But as women, we gotta know when to let it go. As men, y'all gotta know when to let it go. When I speak for humans. I don't speak for women, and I speak for men. Sometimes you get in a situation where you have to let it go. You are just not that person. If a person keep cheating on you with the same person, it's because they feel like that's their person. But a lot of times we'll blame the people that's outside of our relationship instead of the people that's inside of our relationship. But in reality is that we're dating two separate people.
So I get that. I get that.
I got a question for you, Shamar.
I get that.
I got a question for you. Because right now,
I'm just
what you're
pro woman's
saying-
hurt and pain. That's all.
Okay,
No,
cool.
and I'm right with you.
Can I ask my question?
Yes.
Can you not interrupt?
Okay.
All right,
Sorry.
cool. I just got to pull your leg. How long do you hold on? Because what you're saying is that, hey, this was an extended period of time. The hurt of the depth of the hurt was deep. You're giving a lot of insight into the emotional drainage that occurred throughout the time
It's
of
trauma.
that marriage.
Black people don't realize
trauma.
there's trauma.
Understood.
It is.
How long?
So remember
Is that
when
is that gonna continue? Is that gonna be the premise of looking back? Like every single time we get into an argument, a disagreement, or altercation, is that then gonna be the opportune time for you to bring that up or revert back to that? Like, at what point do you just decide to move on?
So remember, I move on. I'm not one of them women to.
You move on?
So no, I do. I definitely do.
Okay.
I definitely do. I got a situation now where I moved on. Stop calling me. So,
She
but
said, "Stop calling me, man."
My
Don't
thing.
get a bell.
My thing is, I'll show you. Like,
Yeah,
I can move on because I know my worth.
I love that.
But my thing is, we're not. Remember when I said in the movie, they got divorced and he remarried. There was no year times period. There were no like months. It was like maybe a month, 2, 3 months.
The man was homeless. She took him in, but okay.
That's a user.
Jesus Christ.
God damn it.
To me, that's a user.
To me,
How
I
the
think
fuck
the
that's a
answer,
user?
the answer would be,
continue your statement.
the answer would be Queen.
She should have moved on, yes. But again, there's decades of trauma. There's decades of trauma that you don't get over in 2, 3 months. Like a person I was dating, married for 20 years. I said, I don't think you're ready to be in a relationship with me because 20 years is a lot of built up trauma. It's a lot of built up good times. It's a lot of good built up remembering those good times, and you're still sad because you're only remembering those good times. There's a transitional period. And he never gave his wife that transitional period because he was a fucking user. He was a user. Like he keeps saying, oh, he was homeless. So he did what
he never gave
Let's
his
think about
wife?
the average Joe.
What do you mean he never gave his wife? What are you talking about?
That was his wife, correct?
What do you mean he never gave her?
He never gave
so
her.
So you mean to tell me she divorced him and he's supposed to give her time to transition?
Yes.
Girl, you sound stupid.
Yes.
That don't make no sense.
I don't think he gave his.
You just put that all on that man. Her work that she got to do.
No, because you know what I feel. If you're married with a person 20 years and you moved on in 2, 3 months, you didn't even give yourself enough chance to heal from the marriage you was in.
Men don't move like women.
To be honest,
men don't move like women.
No,
so maybe that's what I don't understand.
Y'all can go through your whole 2, 3, 5 years.
No, men feel like they have
all that other stuff.
Men feel like
that. What that man did, that man had a dream. That man had a plan. That man fulfilled his goddamn dream.
He's a user. He was a user.
Plan. I think the correct answer is.
If he was a user, he wouldn't have given nothing.
I think the correct answer is there's no time frame because everybody has a different time frame. There's no specific time frame. You don't know you over it till one day you wake up and you say you're over it. can't nobody put a time frame on when you're supposed to get over it. Some people could get over it in 2 months. Some people got to take 3 years. It's always based on that person.
I don't believe in that philosophy.
You can't.
I don't,
get
because
over
when
it.
you're with somebody over decades, you take on some of their personality traits. You take on some of their culture. Sometimes you have children together. You take on a lot from that person.
Yeah.
So now you have to figure out who you are as a person, your own person. I really feel you have to figure out who you are as an individual.
What I'm telling you is that
that's my opinion.
What I'm telling you, this is what I'm saying. Take all the time you need.
Right.
This is what I'm saying. There's no time limit on it. You might take 3 years. The man might take 3 months. The whole thing is you're only responsible for self. However long it take you to get over it. You can't say it's taking me 3 months. It's taking me 3 years, so you got to take 3 years. It doesn't work like that. What I'm saying is that everyone
I'm not
has
saying
a
specific time frame, but you got to give yourself. You got to give yourself a chance. This man in the movie. Let's speak for the movie. This woman put him on. He was homeless. She gave him a place to stay. Mm-hmm. They got together, and now you remarried. Mm-hmm. Where was the time for him to heal from whatever they had going on?
Not your concern.
It wasn't. That's what I'm saying.
It's not your concern.
Like whatever time it take you to heal. This is what I'm saying, right? Because I done been like in the deepest of relationships. I done been in the person way older than me. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I feel like, well, damn, you moved on kind of fast. But I'm like, I'm not judging you from your time frame. I'm judging me from my time frame, however long it take me to get over it. So what I'm telling you, Queen, it ain't no time limit. When a motherfucker like, damn, you ain't over that yet. Bitch, I could be mad for 5 years if I want to fucking be mad for 5 years.
True.
They ain't got shit to do with you.
True.
But at the same time, I can't try to govern your life and tell you when to get over it.
No.
But I'm going to get over it in 5 years if I need to.
I'm not saying a specific
once
time
that battery
frame.
hit for them 75 amps,
he was over it.
He healed once that nigga had that boy had some tailor-made double-breast suits.
Somebody we healed one.
See, you know what, D? That's why I say he a better man than me, boy, because I wouldn't went through
That's
that
what
shit.
I'm saying. Now, I feel like he did right by her.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, like a lot of times, right? And women don't like to hear this. And I get into it with women a lot because I think different. You understand? Like, I feel like the woman that I was raised by, she was a realist. She was always honest with me, and I just feel like she instilled in me the reality, because women can be whimsical. And we want to be saved.
My mom was very real with me now.
Yeah, so
I'm going to say this shit, D.
My mom straight up told me one time.
I've been quiet a lot, man. Okay. If this was me in this situation, D,
you wouldn't have gave her the money.
No. I would have gave her some money. I would have just calculated everything up that she probably would have threw in my face. And I would have gave her all that shit back. Right? But that $73 million would have went with me.
See? I would have healed up so fast.
So quick. Let me tell you something, boy. I'm healed like a motherfucker, boy.
Yeah, but then you hurt her. You cheated on her.
That ain't my business.
She raped. Now, mind you.
Hold on.
She took care of you the whole 20 years.
Hold on. I'm over here. Yeah, you take your 5 years to heal.
And remember, he was still begging for her back.
I'm not begging. I don't give a fuck.
He was begging in the movie.
You can beg for Jesus.
In the movie, he was begging. He was asking for her back. Correct.
At what point?
He was after the divorce and everything. He was still trying to get back with her. Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
They didn't have no contact.
I'm gonna rewatch the movie.
Yeah,
I'm gonna rewatch the movie. But
at a point, the clip, so I just seen it.
At a point, he was asking for her back.
Did that man ask for her back when they signed that divorce?
That was it. It was
because that man sat there and poured his heart out in front of the judge and her sisters, and she sat there tight face. He said, "Can you at least look at me?" She ain't look at him. Nothing. Nothing. Signed off. That boy walked out. That boy was homeless.
That is true.
The whole 9 yards. Yep. And now it's like, somehow, some way, he's still a villain.
We got to go through some.
And I wouldn't have gave her shit.
We got to go. These comments are.
You see how Joy said that it takes. Joy said sometimes it takes isolation. So
that's all I'm saying.
What I'm trying to say, Joy, is that people heal different. Sometimes it take people heal different.
Really
some people need to be around a lot of people.
Hopping from one woman to the next is not healing.
Some people, people heal
from
different.
A man's perspective.
Yeah,
people
you can't. Everybody heal different. So what I'm saying, Joy, is that people heal different. Like with women, of course, it's going to take us longer. Women. But what I'm saying is that you would be crazy to try to put a time frame on somebody else healing.
Hey, D,
I'm not saying 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. I'm saying
one mic. Daryl, I ain't never heard none of my homies say after a breakup, a bad breakup, man, I'm finna go heal for about 3-4 years.
I'm not saying it has to be a
I'm
specific
not
time
talking
frame,
about
though.
you. I'm just speaking on the context of what y'all talking about.
And that's the problem with black men. Y'all need healing.
Holy shit.
So we're not
I
saying
feel
we
like
don't
black
need
men
healing,
need
but we're
healing.
saying to Untouchable's point, it looks different.
It looks
so
totally
the
different.
second
Just
that you
everything is
sitting there
different.
saying, "Oh, you must be ain't really love me because after 3 months of us breaking up, you're over here. Oh, you must be not healed."
That's how
because
women
after
see it.
Well, that's how
Stop
we
seeing
heal.
it like that.
That's how
because
we
that's
heal.
not you to control how the next person heals.
Fact.
That
Yeah.
sounds
But okay,
like a
I'm not
control
trying to put
issue.
I'm not trying to put control on it.
That's
I'm
what it
giving
is.
I'm giving you a woman's perspective of why a woman would lash out. It's like I was with you for 20 years and 3 months later you're remarried. That seems like an issue for a woman. Like I'm still some women feel like, damn, I would hope that you would want me back.
Nope.
Wait a minute.
I'm just giving you
So you did. So you thinking like the Miss
and that's what she did. Remember, you
time
said
out.
she
You
went with the
thinking-
trench
So
coat.
you thinking like the Miss Jackson? What Miss Jackson say? I let Nelly go, hoping he'll.
Here come no.
What?
No, what I'm
No,
saying,
you cannot do. Like, listen. Let me explain something.
I'm not
Let me-
saying this is my specific
I ain't
view.
saying it is.
I'm
Let me
speaking
explain
from
something to
women
you.
as
I'm
a
a-
whole.
I'm a-
Let me
Healer than another
explain something to
bitch.
you real quick.
Yep.
Right.
Fast.
And this
If
is why
a
we're looking
man-
at men's perspective versus women's.
Yes, we are. Others' point of view. Everybody has a different point of view. So I get it, 300%. Right.
What your heel look like, D?
But what I want to say is this, and I'll
That's a
answer
good
that
question.
question. As
I
a
like
man,
Laquita.
if you
Laquita, I
are,
like
Hold on.
if you are making the conscious effort, I'm just talking from a general standpoint, to provide a certain space, lifestyle, present and or future for a woman. And at the end of the day, she decides to voluntarily leave that situation. She dump you, she divorce you, whatever it may be. And I'm not saying that her reasoning for doing so isn't constituted, isn't within reason, etc. But at the end of the day, you make the decision to leave that man. How in the entire fuck is it now an issue that he continues on with his life with another woman and builds that life, the same exact life he was trying to build with you? So much so he laid the whole blueprint. This is my plan. This is my goal. This is what I see for me and you. And then you get upset when you see that he actually executes that plan with another woman that's on program. You fucking nuts.
There's no problem
Gotta
with
be
it.
nuts.
I am not saying there's a problem with it, but I speak from all perspectives. And I'm saying she lashed out due to her pain. That's it. If he wanted to move on and live another happy married life with this next woman, he had all prerogative to do so. I am speaking from why she lashed out.
Yeah.
I'm not saying she lashed out and she was justified for it. I'm not saying she should have. I'm not saying he should not have moved on. I'm saying the reason why she did lash out.
Understood.
Everybody has a right to do what they want to do with their life. But I also feel like men do not take the time to properly heal from one relationship to the next. And I have seen it time and time again. Men feel like because I'm under this woman and I move on underneath this woman, I'm healed.
Okay,
But you're
so
not all the way healed sometimes.
let me ask you a question.
And I would tell my
Let me
sons
ask
that.
you a question. What does healing look like for a man? How do you think a man's supposed to heal if they go through a catastrophic breakup? How does that heal process look to you? What do he
When you
supposed to
have
do?
when
Give
your
me step by
triggers are
step.
gone,
But give me step by step what they look like.
it's no step by step. I would say when your triggers are gone.
Well, if that's the case, y'all motherfuckers ain't never healed.
Never. But so
if that's the case,
so
if that's the case,
so give me
y'all motherfuckers ain't never healed.
what do a man supposed to
Everything
do
is
to heal?
trigger. What's a trigger for me?
What does that look like? Can you tell us what does that look like?
What, healing?
Yeah.
Like when you're healed or the process?
Whatever you think a man's supposed
I
to
don't
do
think
to heal.
there's a cookie cutter process.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like that. I don't feel like it's a cookie cutter to say, oh, this person is healed. But I feel like when you are still being triggered or you still have traits that you carry over that are major traits.
Okay, I know that, but tell me how does the healing
She
process
can't because she just feeling right.
No,
that's why I wanna hear it.
no. I'm
I wanna
not
hear
feeling
it.
what I told him straight up. I don't think there's a cookie cutter healing process.
So how do a man
But I
supposed
feel
to
like
heal?
But how do you know
person-
that? Okay, he's not healed from this. If you can't
Okay,
even
he's
quantify
healed.
what the heal is,
Well,
so
he
if you
was
can't even
healed.
tell me through by way of, hey, step 1, step 2, step 3, this is healing, how can you say that I'm not healed?
But the thing is,
How can you say I've
we going
observed men that haven't been healed and they're moving from this relationship to this relationship and they're not healed, and then we say, okay, well, what does that healing look like? You say, well, it's not a cookie cutter. Well, what are you saying?
What are you saying? Yeah, I'm trying to understand. What does the healing process look like?
we talking about the movie or
No,
reality?
reality. We talk about reality.
So in
What does that
reality,
look
there's no cookie cutter process to being healed. But I feel like when you move on, man or woman, when you move on from one relationship to the next, you have to heal
So-
from the damage you received
So don't
from
don't
the previous
don't bind
relationship.
both genders together. We talking
For a
specifically
man,
about men.
I'm not a man, but
Okay.
I know
That
that
was the
men.
smartest thing that you said.
You're
right
not
now.
a man.
I'm not a man.
But you can identify that.
No,
this
I
man is
am not a
healed.
man. But from what I have observed from men around me, and I have a male best friend, and he have told me straight up, he had to take a period to himself because of the relationship he had with his ex-wife, to where he saw women where he didn't even want to deal with them in the proper way that a man would deal with a woman. Still to this day.
I can agree with that.
So that's all I'm
I
saying.
can agree with that.
Forget the movie. You have to take time to heal from whatever damage you received from that relationship, because
So-
if the relationship didn't work out, there was some damage.
So, but what they saying is everybody heals differently.
Right.
Listen
They
to me.
heal
Hold on.
differently. I'm
Check,
saying,
hold on,
when I
hold
say no
hold
cookie
on,
cutter,
hold
that's what
on,
I'm saying.
Hold on. Everybody heals differently, right?
Correct.
Daryl, me, we could break up the same type of way with each chick, right? His chick he broke up with the same way. I broke up with mine the same way. We had a catastrophic failure relationship,
Right.
right? Daryl might take 2 weeks to heal.
Correct.
I might take 2 hours,
Correct.
but we both healed.
Right.
So would you be able to say you're not healed correctly because it didn't take 2 weeks like that?
No, I'm not. And I keep saying that. Roll back the tape. I keep saying there's no specific time frame.
Mhm.
If I'm in a relationship with you, I'm a very observant person. So I'm saying, and most women should be observant. I'm watching your reactions to things. I'm looking at the way you speak. I'm looking at how you react to a song and you tear up. Why are you
up?
tearing up?
The fuck?
Exactly. I've
What type of nigga
experienced that.
is?
I have experienced that. So what I'm saying, and forget the movie. You have to heal before you move on with the next partner in your life.
So let me put some words. Let me put some words to what you're saying, Shamari, because I agree with you when you say, hey, if you're responding to a woman this kind of way,
Can we take these
if
shots?
you're
Oh,
I think I
talk
took
about
mine
man,
already.
I didn't.
what you
Oh, I
talking
didn't get
about?
one.
You ain't eat.
You ain't because she got a date after this
It's not a date.
with
it's
her
a
best friend.
platonic
With her male best friend. Bat don't believe in women having male best friend.
Y'all fuck-
But anyway, hold on. Let me say that. Hold on. Wait.
That's not my best, and I didn't
wait.
say that's my best friend.
Hold on, let him cook, because we'll go somewhere with that.
No, I didn't say that was my
We'll
best friend.
go
I'm like, that's
somewhere.
my homeboy.
Okay,
That's your
we'll,
homie.
we'll
Okay,
talk
I'm sorry.
about that in a minute. All right, we'll get
But to Shamari's point, let's
This
take the shot
nigga.
real quick.
This nigga.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
I can't agree with you more, Shamari. If you are in that phase where you are acting like a hurt hoe and you on your woman bashing, hating women, you posting all these stupid statuses on Facebook about women and women ain't this and yeah, you probably need to go do some healing, man.
Facts.
I agree with you there.
Thank you. That's
If
all I'm
your
saying.
action, no, that's not all you're saying.
Outside
I'm saying, I just said it. That's not what you were saying. I
Women
don't
are
say
from
that.
Mars,
I
men are
said,
from
let me put the
Venus.
words to it.
Okay,
That's
put the words
That's what I
to it.
said. Put the words to it. So if your action towards the opposite sex is one of being a pessimist, if everything is negative about the opposite sex, if you just can't see any good in the opposite sex or even the same sex, whomever you choose to date, then yeah, you probably need to
Or
take some
even that
time
one partner.
to go and heal.
Men
You probably
compare
need to
one
take some
partner to the
time.
next.
No,
And that's a
Women compare.
I've seen
We
it.
don't
I've
do that
seen
shit.
it.
We don't do it.
What the fuck?
Y'all telling me from a woman's
Oh.
perspective. I've seen it. I've seen it.
No, you have
Men may not
not.
specifically say, hey, she did this.
Oh
But-
my god.
I've seen where this
Sorry.
woman, I'm gonna give you an example. One woman may celebrate a holiday one way. Now you with this woman, and she may not celebrate that holiday this way, but you're like, well, when are you gonna put the Christmas tree up?
But never.
Well,
in
I
the-
don't put the Christmas tree up, and
Shamari.
I don't take it down at this
Shamari,
point.
hold on. Never in the history of niggadom have you ever heard a man say, "Well, I used to do it this way with my ex." Never.
Not in that specific words, but
we,
I just said I had it. I experienced it. It does happen.
Okay.
It does happen.
Okay.
And they're not going to say, hey, my ex did this, but you can tell by the
See,
intuition.
now you're talking about you can tell by the intuition. He
So
didn't
if
say shit.
so, wait.
That could have been he. That's how he was raised.
No.
man. God
No.
damn,
So
bro.
when I get to know, I'll speak for myself. When I get to know a person, right? I'm asking, hey, what did you do like in your past with this? What did you do with this? What did you do with that? So I'm taking it in. A man may not realize, like, I'm taking in everything
to
you
weaponize
say,
it.
not to weaponize.
Yeah, that's what you did.
No, to get to know you. Like you should be getting to know me.
Okay.
So now when we're together and you're throwing this on me about, well, this is how I did this holiday or this is how I did that, but I'm remembering you told me this how you did this with your ex.
But that don't mean he talk about that's how he did a holiday.
No, but I just said I'm asking you these questions during the dating process.
Yeah, but that's probably something he was doing before her.
No, I'm asking. I'm like
I just feel
PI.
like when you run into your person for real, it's like a dance. You don't have to say anything. Everything just flows.
And if
That's the whole thing about asking questions and things like that. If you notice, sex is like a dance. When you're ready to switch positions, you don't ask your person, "Hey, damn, can I hit it?" Everything
Hell no.
just switches.
I agree.
So when
Grab
you
your
really run
fucking
into
neck. Come
when
here.
you really run into your person, everything is just supposed to flow.
I
And a
agree
lot
with
of
that.
times while we're dating, we're not running into our person.
We're not.
And a lot of times we just have to realize, hey, listen, this is not my person. It's not nothing on me. I'm a beautiful woman. I did everything I was supposed to do. He probably did everything that he feel like he was supposed to do. But this not my person. You get what I'm saying? So I just feel like everyone has to treat each person as an individual. Every time you get into a new relationship, it's not easy. I'm not finna sit up here and be like, love like you never been hurt. Because that's what people say. But honestly, when you're entering into a new relationship, you honestly have to go in with that. You have to love like you never been hurt. You can't come in and be like, oh, you did this with your ex and now you're doing this with me. Like, no, when it actually flows for real.
Maybe that was a bad example.
Yeah,
I ain't
when
gonna
it
hold
actually-
you.
no,
But
no, we're on the
I
same-
agree with
yeah,
you
we're
about
on
the
same
clarity because
page.
I believe like in the Bible it say God don't send you. He's not the author of confusion.
Yeah, it's
So
no
if there's a lot of confusion here in this relationship,
That mean
that
that's
ain't
not
my
your
person.
person.
I agree with that.
Yes.
And so maybe I'm using the wrong examples to get my point across. But I just feel like at the end of the day, man or woman, we are human beings first.
Mm-hmm.
And human beings have feelings that they
Mhm.
have to correct.
Mhm.
Even from children, we have to correct our traumas from how we were raised.
Yes.
Men sometimes don't take the time to properly fix those issues.
Mhm.
Women too. But right now I'm speaking from we was on the movie and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone, man or woman, should properly heal when they go from one relationship to the next.
Okay, I agree.
Period.
I agree.
So
So can we agree that
I know
and
how
this
I'm
is and this
healed.
is something that I just recently was thinking to myself, right?
I still need an
that-
answer, D.
At what oh nah, she ain't got one.
No, it was a question.
I'm saying like, how does your healing process look?
Healing. So to be honest with you, we know that when you're hurt, disappointed, traumatized, right? That could look like therapy. I've gone to therapy. You know what I'm saying?
Black
Been to
don't believe
therapy
in
about
therapy.
some things
That's not true.
and whatnot.
You don't believe in therapy?
So
Oh, he don't.
No, he don't.
So I've gone. I told back I'm a book him the first 4 sessions with my therapist. She's amazing.
Therapy is
Um,
amazing.
It
But
is.
anyway, to answer his question, so therapy is one, and then I lean into doing things that will make me feel good about myself.
Mhm.
So that's gonna look like getting more active, being in the gym, eating right, building my confidence back up. Because men may not want to admit it, but when you are in that place of hurt or disappointment or needing to heal,
Mhm.
for me at least, I'll speak for myself. I don't feel good about myself.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna do the things that I need to do to remind myself of whom it is that I am.
You forgot.
Because oftentimes
go.
you'll
That's all I'm saying.
have
That's not
no,
all
that
I'm
is men and women speak the same thing, like you said
No, we
earlier, but
don't.
in different ways.
Yeah, I
That's
speak
all I'm
Normanese.
saying is what
Oh.
you're saying. Like you have to take that time because when you're in a relationship, really, you are taking on traits or characteristics or habits from that other person, and you sometimes forget you're two individual people. When
you can take on things from that person. Only
Depending
thing
on
I
how
will
long you're
put in
together.
is I don't allow a person to attach things to me that I ain't earned.
Mhm.
That's one of my pet peeves. You dig what I'm saying? So, in my humble opinion, you have two types of people. You have people that operate off of innocent until proven guilty, and you have people that operate off of guilty until proven innocent. You have people that look at the glass as being half empty, have people that look at the glass being half full. You have people that posture themselves in a way where they're looking ahead, they're looking forward. And you have people that are so afraid of being stabbed in the back that they're constantly looking behind them. I personally prefer to deal with those who are more of a optimist. I prefer to deal with those that are more on the lines of innocent until proven guilty. I more so prefer to deal with those that are looking ahead, because if you're constantly looking behind you, in fear that somebody's going to stab you in the back, you can't see what's in front of you.
True.
Right? So, with that being said, that's my approach. And a large part of the conversation is your perspective on things. So, hurt and trauma builds such a jaded perspective that oftentimes people don't allow themselves the opportunity to, in fact, move forward, to, in fact, move in a way of positivity, because they're so bogged down with negativity.
True.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, when we talk about the triggers, right? A recovering alcoholic is always a recovering alcoholic.
Always.
You don't, even if a person has been clean for 20 years, they don't go to a bar, right? They don't do certain things because they want to keep their sobriety, right? So if I want to stay in a place of being healed or delivered from my traumas, it's certain perspectives that I have to take on, and I have to be conscious to not project that on you. Even if you have done something that could possibly,
Trigger me.
quote unquote, trigger, now there's the opportunity
That's
to...
a form of being healed. And that's all I was saying.
But the action behind that is not to say, oh, untouchable, you trigger me, you bad news, I got to run out of the way. Is to have a conversation with you and say, hey, I've been through this. And when you did this, or when you said this, it was in close proximity of that right there.
Yeah.
Very true.
And allow you the opportunity to give me some context as to if that was your intent, or if maybe I'm perceiving it wrong.
Yeah.
And
Because
that's
that is a red flag
the
for me.
responsibility of the person that was triggered, not the other person in the relationship.
That's absolutely the
And that's a form of being healed, to
but
recognize
that
your
person-
triggers.
That person has to recognize and accept
And that shows you're healed. I'm not saying you won't never ever have triggers again, but to recognize I lashed out on you because that was one of my triggers. I apologize. And like you said, discuss it. That's all I'm saying.
I think what it is that women want action, men want to communicate. And if we can put those two things together, then you can actually be in a healthy relationship. Because I'm an action person. I don't care what you're saying, but you may need to hear it from me. And that's where the partner come in at. Okay, baby, you need to hear that. I will tell you that, but I also want to show you that. And I want you to show me that. So I think what it is that we feel as if we speak in the same language, but in reality, women want action and men want words.
That's a good
No,
one.
no, no,
as
no, no,
long
no.
as it's
So here
doing
we
the
go right
same
here,
thing.
Touchable.
It has to be the same thing.
You just said something very powerful between action and word. Action and word, humbly, in my opinion, goes hand in hand.
Hand in hand.
Right? Because there's the action, there's the word of the acknowledgement right now in the present time. The action is going to take time. For the life of me, I can't understand how we have such expectation of people in regards to wanting to see something instantly occur.
Mm-hmm.
What you want to see is effort by way of action. What that looks like is, what is the intent?
Mm-hmm.
Am I waking up intentionally trying to disregard you? Or am I waking up with the intent to not do that again, but based on maybe my just lack of doing things this way more accommodating to you, I may mess up one or two more times. I may do that. And I will hope that because we love each other or in this relationship or whatever it is, that you will extend that grace. Because I'll extend that to you, because I understand at this point in the game, all of us are around the same age, that everybody is coming with a certain measure of hurt or trauma.
Mm-hmm.
That you have to make your mind up to say, I'm going to make the effort to love you through that.
Mm-hmm.
And understand that when you make that decision to love a person through their hurt and through their trauma, you understand that you can't take it personal as if it's a hit to you. You have to be mature enough to understand that that's not really them coming at me. That's them working on that shallow side.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to continue to exercise love in this space. But oftentimes, what people will exercise is, again, the glass half full. The glass half full. You trying to hurt me? You trying to? And you know, sometimes people will run for the hills. So now you have these quote unquote relationships that are like revolving doors.
Yeah.
Because the second the going get tough, you know what I'm saying, the tough don't get going. They'll just get going.
I think
And that's what
a
happens.
healthy relationship is all about communication and action. You know, don't just tell me, show me. I'm not gonna just tell you. I'm going to show you. And a lot of times, clarity is a part of communication and action because you just want clarity. A lot of times, you just want to know. You know, but as far as like getting back on the movie part, I felt like let's say if a person like I just feel like a lot of times people throw around words and it doesn't really it get lost in context, like it doesn't mean what that mean. Like a lot of times people say you wasted my time. I don't feel like people wasted my time. I feel like everything is an experience. You get what I'm saying? And it's what you gain from that experience. And I'm not sitting here like, oh, I'm so tough, I could treat every new nigga new. No, I just go in with a different knowledge of, okay, this could happen, that could happen. So that's why I'm firm on communication and action. Don't just tell me shit. Show me.
Right.
I'm not gonna just tell you shit.
Well, let me ask this question.
But can I interrupt, please?
Go ahead, baby.
Of course.
Thank you. Because y'all threw this time frame on me about the healing process.
Yeah, well, 20 minutes ago, Shamari.
Okay, but
You got it now? You got it? Okay, good.
No.
Go ahead.
So what leads me to throw a time frame on you, because you said like relationships are a revolving door and people don't put in the effort in relationships. How long in a relationship should you keep giving this person like time and time again to
however long you need. That's what we're
Until
trying
you
to
can't
say.
no more. Yeah.
However long you need. Everybody.
So same thing with the healing process. There's no set cookie cutter.
However long you need.
You
And
just
then
you
stick
want to drive that home.
What I'm telling you, Queen. This is what I'm telling you, Queen, right? Your time frame doesn't have to match another person's time frame.
Right.
Your
Same thing in a relationship.
Your piece might be someone else selfish. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
It's all based on you. So it's not no time frame. It's whatever your time frame is. Like me, I'm quick with it. I don't got time. You get what I'm saying? Because I don't got time, I'm less patient than the last bitch.
Right.
But then you're more patient than the last bitch.
So because he was saying like some people don't put in that effort, but sometimes you have to say, hey, this ain't gonna work out, and you gotta go.
You gotta
until
go.
you get that person that may want to sit with you.
Exactly.
And put that
and
effort
then guess what? That's when that's your person.
And that's when that boy hit for 75 M's.
No,
that's just what happened right here. That's for 75 M's.
It's all about, like, you see how as women.
That's why you gotta have your own.
Want the compassion and you want the hug. So you'll ignore
so why
the
do y'all?
red flags.
Why do y'all want to receive the compassion and the grace and all that, but don't want to give it?
No, see, that's
I
the
definitely
thing.
give it.
This is the thing.
You can't say all women.
A lot of women, right, including myself, because I don't judge people and I don't like to speak on people and shit. When I talk, I'm talking about myself. Either you agree or you don't. You get what I'm saying? As far as with me, like right now, I'm going through a change in my life where I said, okay, I ain't really fucking with niggas unless it's looking like it's gonna turn into something, which means I'm not playing with nobody's son. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then I might run into a nigga who trying to play.
No sex? Don't have no sex?
Nah, I ain't 2005 I ain't getting no pussy games.
2025.
I'm sorry. Okay. 2025 I ain't getting no pussy games since 2025.
Got a little 3 months Sunday, okay?
Yeah, that little 3 months under my belt.
Okay.
3 months and some days.
Okay.
You know, been fucking around Christmas time, everybody jolly. But what I'm saying is that, babe.
I'm the same.
No, this is what I'm saying, babe. But the only thing that I'm saying is that everyone is an individual and can't nobody speak as a group. You know, you have to realize what your time frame is, how long it's going to take you to heal, and you do what you need to do. You don't let nobody rush you to heal, and you don't try to rush nobody else to heal. All us right here are individuals. You get what I'm saying? So it's like when you go through things, you have to speak on yourself. Like when I talk to my friends, I always tell my friends, I don't give advice. I tell you what I did in that situation, and either you agree or you don't. So I feel like a lot of times when people speak, they try to speak for the mass. Can't not one person speak for the mass. A president of the United States, 50 believe with him, 50 don't. Can't no one person speak for the mass. So a lot of times when you're speaking, you have to speak for yourself and how you feel. Like with you, right? You was like, oh, you know, it might take me 2 years.
No, I didn't say.
Or it might take
No,
me.
it says no cookie cutter.
It's no
Because
cookie
I've been therapy. I love therapy.
And
And
I think
what
that's a
I've
good thing.
learned through therapy is that sometimes, especially in our culture, what is traumatic to other cultures, we don't classify as traumatic. And that's all I'm saying. Like, as a culture, we need to adopt the mindset of sometimes we have to heal through things that are traumatic to other cultures.
This is where I'm gonna blow your
I'm outside of relationships. I'm a military brat. And until I went to therapy, I didn't realize moving from place to place to place is traumatic to people because most parents provide your child stability. Until the therapist told me as a grown woman that was trauma. So all I've learned through therapy, through relationships, through parenting skills, through everything I've been through is that there are things that people have to heal. And I'm not saying it's going to take everybody 2 years. I'm not saying it's going to take everybody 3, 4, 5,
10 minutes.
Because you don't believe in therapy.
I'm not going no far.
Even with some of the things we went through with our parents causes trauma. Like with my mother's mother died when she was 13. And I think that still causes trauma on me because how some people can say, hey, my grandmama this, my grandma that. I can't say that because I never in my life met my mother's mother. That's traumatic. And those are things that we have to heal from. And we're getting way off from the movie. I'm just saying, in our lives, there are things we have to heal from before we attach ourselves to another human being and put those traumas on someone else. That's something I consciously try to do. I heal my own traumas before I attach myself to other human beings. But I find that every human being don't have that mindset. And they will come to me carrying those traumas. That's the only thing I'm saying.
The best part about life is finding your person. I feel a lot of times we date in this world and we never find our person. When you find your person gonna feel exactly the way you did. You get what I'm saying? So that what you saying is not wrong. What I'm saying not wrong. What he's saying, like you said, it's called point of view. It's based on your experiences. Like with me, I lost my mom early. So when you lose a parent early, you're not really hell-bent when people walk out of your life because you lost the biggest thing in your life. So when the motherfucker ready to move, to me, I'm like, bitch, don't walk out of my life, run.
And like I said,
but then with you,
I get a perspective because my mom lost her mom. And I'm like, Mom, you
I just feel like because this
she
is
ain't
what we're
even
saying,
all
because
the way.
everyone has different experiences. You can't push your experience from the next
True.
person. That's all I'm saying.
And I can tell my mom from, like, some people I'll see on Facebook posts where people say, oh, you shouldn't treat your mother like that. But all mamas not the same.
All mamas not the same. So basically, I think what we're trying to say is that because everyone has different experiences in life, there's no time frame on healing.
On healing,
because
period.
you don't know how a person heals.
But we all need healing.
Everybody experience different things. Like me, when a nigga try it, I'm like, oh, bitch, put on some clothes. I'm like, oh, bitch. When a nigga try it, like you got some women, when a nigga try it, they go into a shell and they like, oh, I'm not feeling myself. So with me, when a nigga try it, I'm like, oh, nigga, you done tried it. Let a bitch put on some clothes. Let me go get my hair done. Let me go get my nails done. I'm outside.
You know how I used to heal back in the days when I had a traumatic incident.
You used to fuck bitches.
Oh, I was fucking.
That's not
bitches. You get what I'm saying?
That's the same thing as a woman.
That's not your healing.
No, that is unhealthy healing. That's the same. That's the same thing. So what would we tell a woman? This man hurt me. This dude tried me. I'm gonna go fuck.
He's a man.
I'm
You're a woman. I don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody
but why is it better?
So what are you saying?
But why is it better? Why is it okay for a man to say I'm gonna heal through having sex through women?
Guess what? Though.
Okay, everybody's healing is
that's
different.
what I'm saying.
Y'all said it. Everybody healing is different. No, y'all right.
No way is
y'all right. Everybody's healing is different.
Hold on. We gonna use this shit in the boxing analogy. Y'all threw 9,467 punches and landed 9,467 punches. I threw 2. Right? So I'm finna talk my shit right now. You can't tell me how my healing process works because it might work perfectly fine for me and I might go through life perfectly without any problems at all. So if I decide to heal from fucking, that works for me.
And you decide to go shopping.
Why a woman can't heal through fucking then?
She can.
No, they don't think that.
She can.
Wait, they don't think that.
But
Wait,
guess
do y'all
what?
think that?
Nobody ever said that.
Nah,
But
come
guess
on,
what?
man.
Hey, Texas, guess what?
Hold on,
You
wait a
gotta
minute.
not
Y'all
give
see
a
that right now?
fuck
I
how
was
they
trying to look
feel.
up. This is me and D right here. D.
Look, her friend's fucking girl.
D.
So, go ahead.
Hold on. Espérate. Uno
Mhm.
momento, por favor.
Mhm.
D, if I choose to heal from fucking,
Mm-hmm.
and then I go into the next relationship on my expertise, that means I healed perfectly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's true.
Handle your scandal.
Handle your scandals, right? I healed from. Joy, you shut the fuck up. Listen, if I decide to heal from
Shut the fuck
fucking,
Uh-huh.
that's how I heal. If you prefer, Miss Texas,
Shopping.
to heal through dicks, that's how you
Y'all
prefer.
gonna call me a hoe?
You gotta not give
Correct.
a fuck.
Correct. Because I watch y'all show now. Correct. Yeah, he was. This
How many dicks?
Daryl?
Hold on, wait. How many
Yes.
dicks? Wait.
Your healing process.
They don't feel
your
like
healing
women can
process.
heal the same way that men
Texas,
can feel.
How
heal.
many dicks are we talking about?
It's no
Same
it's no
as you.
amount of time.
So
It's
if
no
I
amount of
so if I
dicks.
choose to go fuck 20 new pussies in 2 months,
Same
That's
here.
right.
and you want to go get 20 new dicks,
They gonna classify me as a hoe, and I'm not healing.
And both I will feel the same. That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. You have to stand on business about your opinion, how you feel about things.
Yeah,
I
but
feel
you just said
but
everybody
this is what
healing
I'm
is
saying.
different. I want to heal
Everybody
through
heal
fucking
different.
20 dicks.
But guess what? And that's how you feel, and you got to stand on business. Like I said, right? People always go with this whole double standard, like how you said, if a woman fuck 20, she'll hoe.
And I'm
if
healing.
a man fuck 20, he
you
healing.
healing.
And guess what?
Hold on,
he
wait a
can't
minute.
judge you. He
Fuck
might
off.
But they
choose
do.
to.
That's what I know them. That's
They
what I'm.
do.
That's what I'm trying to
They
get you to
do.
see.
No, listen.
They gonna
do.
feel like I'm a hoe. I'm not healing.
You're not
Hey,
a
D.
hoe, baby. You
Hey, D,
passionate.
it's
No,
crazy.
they-
You passionate.
Say it.
You're
it's
not
crazy.
a hoe. You passionate.
It's crazy, dude.
That's what it is.
We got the cameras on us and we can't even talk. Ain't some bullshit.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna say this, man. We not the same. I'm delivering the punishment.
How
You taking the
tall?
punishment, right? Right or wrong? Right.
I can-
So if you want to go heal through 20 dicks,
Mhm.
Sometimes you got to get punished to be healed.
fuck, D.
Or the fact that you, think women don't punish men too.
Don't ring my bell. That's for the
Yes.
host. Don't ring my bell.
God damn it.
Sometimes we leave y'all with the cover pulled up.
Right,
to the chest.
right.
Okay, so like I was saying,
Drop
get
that
it.
money on the dresser too.
if I decide to heal however way I feel to heal, it's not gonna be on no. I'm not talking to y'all for 90 days or whatever the dumbass shit that go on. I'm gonna go on a 365-day journey of abstinence and celibacy, whichever way y'all want to use that shit and don't know the meaning of it. Handle your scandals, like my niggas say, right? But if I choose to fuck, I was always, my daddy told me this shit. Hey man, the best way to get over something is get under something.
They tell women that too, though.
Exactly.
I ain't never heard my daddy tell my sister that shit.
No, a man ain't gonna tell that.
That's the double standard.
But we have heard that too. The best way to get over one man is to get under a man.
Y'all already know what it is.
See, so I have never.
I'm not saying we do that,
Hold
but
on,
we've heard
Texas.
that.
Y'all do it.
I have never heard my daddy tell my sister the best way to get over that nigga, baby.
My
is
dad
get
won't
under
tell me that
nigga.
either.
No, my daddy told my sister,
Man, sit your ass down.
sit
So
your
man,
ass.
focus, Yvette.
Facts. Hey, I'm gonna need you to go study.
But that's a man
Let's go
speaking
back-
to
let's
a
go-
woman.
Let's go back to
What would your
school.
mother say to your sister?
Okay, so my daddy gonna tell me, get you a new bitch, son. That's what my daddy gonna say. What the fuck is you waiting on?
That's
Like,
man talk.
right.
And
What
what
does
y'all
woman
don't know
talk?
is our mamas tell us
Right.
get a new nigga.
Okay,
Right.
see, your mama failed.
No, she
Have y'all
didn't.
seen that video where the
No,
old
she
grandma?
She
What's-
failed. She failed y'all
No, she didn't.
badly. If she said, go get you some new dick, baby, and you just broke
It's
over
not
there.
about new dick. It's about her telling her child that just because you felt that this one relationship don't mean that you can't move on and be successful in
What that
another
new nigga
one.
gonna be inquiring? Some pussy. So
And we're going to be inquiring dick from y'all too. I don't know about y'all. To be honest, I'm gonna be a woman. I'm tell y'all, dick feel better than us than pussy feel better than y'all.
Hold on,
I
hold on.
promise
You
you.
ain't got
I don't
a
know
dick.
how pussy feel.
We come like 5 times to y'all one time.
Because all we need is one.
Sweetheart, you would never understand that as soon as you put the tip in, Phil.
What about accepting? But this is what I'm saying to me.
So you do what?
I feel like.
Hold on, let me say this again. Let me say this again. Now, hold on, fuck all that 4 times shit. We don't give a shit. But the moment you put that dickhead in, it's like, aha.
Exactly.
Shit, you would never feel that. You would
Are
never
you kidding
understand.
me?
You would never.
I don't know what a dick feels
kidding me?
when they go into a vagina.
Do y'all know that inhale that y'all hear from women? Y'all know that?
But we don't know what a dick feels. We don't know what a dick feels.
It's not the same.
We be
but it's
exhaling
the
at the
same.
same
Guess
time.
what I'm telling you? When a man first come inside a woman, right?
This was worth the wait.
This was
And
my
we
God.
feel the exact same way.
Oh my God.
When we do that deep breath, when y'all finally get it in and we go, that's the same feeling.
And when you do that, I'm gonna put the rest of it in so you can say,
and we gonna keep doing that. And guess what? I done bust already. You ain't even close to busting. I done bust already.
That's okay.
So that's why I just feel like
It's about quantity. It's about quantity, baby.
I just feel like it's the same. It's the same thing.
I can't with that one. Come on,
It's the
bring
same
it right
thing.
there. Bring it right there.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh my
Look,
God.
women, like you said, women, we actually enjoy sex more than you guys, but a lot of women don't want to say it.
That's a fact.
And we make y'all kind of work for it. But
No, that's cool.
as being a woman, to me,
I'm
like,
away.
you know, I'm not like no lesbian by fire. I don't judge lesbians, but I love everything about being a woman.
I'm gonna wait. Hey, you can make me wait. No, it's all right.
But
when
this is what I'm saying. It's the same thing. When y'all put that tip in and y'all like, when we feel it till we like, you know, it's the same
A bunch
thing.
of highs going on.
It's the same thing.
And then that's when the lies start. I'm going to kill you.
It's the same thing.
You better not
You know
be
what I
doing
felt? You know
nothing.
what's the problem is?
That's not what I'm
It's a
I'll
double
put it on
standard
this
towards
nigga.
women.
I want to ask since we talk about
It's a
fucking.
double standard towards women.
Since
He
OPOV,
love to talk about
I love talking about fucking. That's
You got a problem. Now, you need to
Oh,
go to
Lord.
therapy.
Fucking is amazing. So, ladies,
He all excited. He ain't said nothing the whole show.
yeah, because y'all they was in here fussing and fighting and shit. So I was over here just
You
acting.
Let's hear about the fucking.
I was on my, especially when your ass was talking. I was just,
I saw you over there.
Exactly.
oh God. But yeah, since we talk about fucking,
What we talking about?
fucking.
Okay.
Say it with your chest.
Now I want to say it so my mouth wet so you can understand what I feel like.
Oh,
And talk-
wow.
y'all hear me, ladies?
Oh,
We ain't had none in like 3 months, so come on, calm down.
When the
a little
woman
bit.
say they ain't had nothing in 3 months, she fucked last week. But
I wish.
Earlier.
I wish.
It's been about that time.
I got asked today, but nobody.
I think women, we have the power to turn down what's not interested in us. Because I had a nigga
Exactly.
hit me up who I knew could make me come
Okay,
from
so
my
hold on,
ears,
wait,
but I was like, I'm
wait,
done.
we finna get there. We finna get
Different.
there. What that
What
mean?
was the question?
I'm finna get there right now. So fucking.
Okay. Like how he got deep when he said fuck.
Yeah, I gotta get real close to the mic.
Get to it, nigga.
I want the viewers to hear this. Turn your ears off, D. This for the ladies. So when a nigga put that dick in,
And Mama Michelle. And Michelle. And Mama Michelle.
Here we go. And you're here.
Come on, Michelle. And Mama Michelle.
That was so fake.
I'm done.
I believe
Man,
that too.
Shay Shay was in there, man.
Nah, Shay
Nah, that
wasn't
was
fucking-
fake.
She wasn't fucking that. So when a nigga give y'all the initial slide in, that's my new thing now. It's called slide in. That's slide in. Whether it's from the side, that early morning sex when you turned up and you toot that ass up. What go on in your head when he hit that reset button? I want to know what y'all think when y'all first get that initial fuck, right? Y'all fuck that nigga for the first time.
For the first time?
And that head slip in.
And that
You know
head-
that head got that little barrier.
First of all, I'm
in
reaching to see how big it is.
Now you gonna suck it
Sometimes you
first.
be having surprises.
No,
like,
no,
what
no,
the
no,
fuck?
no. You gonna suck
You
it
would be
first.
surprised. Medium and
Hold on,
little
hold on.
dicks
See,
feel
see,
better
see.
than big dicks.
I done had all sizes, but that initial
I
shock,
swear
I
to
be
God,
like, is
B.
that a fucking vagina?
Ladies got the attention span of a chicken sandwich.
You
when it
asked
comes
us
down
about
to
the
fucking.
initial reaction.
A chicken sandwich. I swear to God, y'all got the attention span of an ant when it comes down to fucking, because y'all go all over the place, dick sizes and all type of shit. But I'm talking about that initial slide in.
You got to give him a little more context.
A little more, okay.
Is it raw?
Oh, it's definitely raw. Damn. Ooh, you went back right there. You just thought about that. I just say how you hold.
Oh yeah, I have a tooth ligation. Anybody who be with me have to be tested.
Okay, that's cool. We happy for you. So listen,
Definitely fan of
that slide in.
Because you don't want to use no rubber, so they got to get tested.
Ooh.
She was honest. You got to give Bell for being honest.
Okay, so listen. That slide in. So when a nigga get that slide in and know half of that dick get in there, you like you said?
The deep breath.
Yeah. And then when he put the rest of that dick in, you know like you feel the pressure?
Mm-hmm.
The veins.
And then it's like, right?
Okay.
What y'all be thinking about?
We be judging y'all.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's
We
what
be
I was just
judging the
thinking.
fuck
Like,
out
I
of
be
y'all.
trying to feel like how deep is it?
Yeah.
How big is it?
That
How
first,
wide
that
is
first,
it?
Hold on, one
Yeah.
mic at a time. Let me
Y'all,
see you
y'all
first.
thinking we be fully like satisfied in that moment? We be like,
We be
So
I'm
judging.
y'all
trying to
went from
see.
doing the exhale to y'all judging.
No,
and y'all
if you
ain't
get
fully
the exhale,
satisfied.
that means you doing good.
If you get
Yeah,
the
let's
exhale
talk- let's
after we done analyze, like, oh, okay,
Okay, let's talk about the good stuff, ladies.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
y'all like to talk about
The bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's talk
no,
about
that's
the
a
good stuff.
good. We analyzing.
So
Oh,
what?
okay.
Oh,
So
when we got a good size.
all that shit. All when it's
Ash.
when that dick get in there and it's like,
Did I get it? Did I
you
get
know
it?
that
Aggravating.
I be thinking I'm finna enjoy this.
Did I get it?
should be all right. So
Did I get it?
how
You
long
wanna
we
get it
been?
for me?
Oh shit.
You
Appreciate you.
Okay. We good.
good.
Okay. So how long we been in a relationship when a nigga hit that, when a nigga stir that coffee like my dog say?
Mm-hmm.
All the sugar at the bottom.
Yeah. Like when he
Got to stir that
when he hit
motherfucker.
that thing, your lips just got wet. But you thinking about some shit. How long we been in a
I
relationship?
love sex. I ain't gonna lie.
Uh-huh.
How long has the relationship been when a nigga hit the reset button? Like he could
What's the
get to
reset button?
when the nigga
AKA the crazy button.
yeah.
Remember, I'm a firm believer of nothing has a time frame. It's all based on
I know
your
we want to
feelings
be
in that
politically
moment.
correct, but we're
It's
not finna do
being-
that.
No, I
today.
try not to
it's
have
being
that crazy.
politically
But
correct. It's all in the moment and how you feel about that person.
You ever had a nigga fuck the dog shit out of you and you was just like, damn, this nigga bet not ever do something stupid.
Of course.
Do something? Yeah.
So-
I done been in 4 relationships where I feel like, oh, it's so amazing, and I'll be mad if you fuck
better
another
not give
bitch.
nobody
Like,
a
yeah.
kiss.
no, I don't think that.
Nah.
I'm a big 41, and maybe in my 20s I would crash out, but like at 40,
So he
there's
can get
a
some
lot
outside
more
pussy?
things I need to crash out about than dick.
So he can get some outside pussy? That's what you saying?
Huh?
No, I'm not saying that.
Oh.
I fucked around and tuned out and tuned back in. What happened?
He's asking if because he believes in cheating.
Oh my God.
Oh.
So,
Holy
dude,
nobody
like,
said
so
nothing.
so what he asked? Well, okay, let me say exactly what he said.
Let me
He said,
say-
"Can he get some outside pussy?"
Talking about
My
the guy.
man, no.
No.
Oh my God.
If once we say it's not about the dick, it's about the words.
Yeah.
Once you say you're my man and I'm your woman,
But
then it means you cannot step outside
those
of that.
words never came about right now. I just said that.
Okay.
sliding.
Oh well.
See this. So you just told me. What
No.
your
Then
mind
as
go
a
to.
no.
I'm your man.
Then as
after
a
I
grown
slide in.
no. You said you just added on another perspective from that. The words never came about, so I can't tell you what to do with your dick, and you can't tell me what to do with my vagina. I can't tell you what to do with your penis, and I can't tell you. You can't tell me what to do with my vagina until we have the words exchanged to say,
Exactly.
"Hey, we're exclusive. You're mine,
You
and
know,
I'm
D, I
yours."
ain't asked none of that shit, right
Fellas, she was born with it. She go die with it.
now. I didn't ask none of that.
She go give it to whoever she
No,
want to give it to.
what you don't understand
I
is
ain't
I
next none of that.
am a very mature woman. I
What?
cannot tell you what to do with your private parts until you say you're committed to me.
What
But
the
once you say
fuck?
you're committed to me, then yeah, I can say
think-
it's a
I never
problem.
asked none of this fucking shit.
Yes, you did. You say when can he get outside vagina?
No, nigga, because I heard you say something. That's why I said
No, but you did say when can he get outside vagina?
You said, "Can he?" 'Cause
Can
you
he?
Said,
And I said
that
if
you
he's
got
my
other
man,
things to be
no.
crashing out about other than penis.
That's
That
Okay,
is the reason
okay.
why he asked that question.
Okay, so ask the okay. The question was,
Every nigga believes-
can he get outside vagina?
And that was his response
If
to
we
you
have
saying, okay.
Nah, y'all.
Do you
Y'all
understand
like to
why
twist.
He, do you
Y'all
under-
like to
but do you
twist.
understand why he said why he said that?
Why?
That was
What's the
his-
purpose of the question?
That was his response to you saying you have other things to be crashing out about
I do.
other than penis.
I do.
So his response to that was, okay, since you ain't tripping out about the penis, can he have sex
And I
elsewhere?
said yes if he's not my man. If we have
Okay,
not.
simple. Okay, simple.
That's
simple
it.
answer. Okay,
Yeah,
cool,
yes,
cool.
he can.
But there you go.
That's
Perfect.
it.
And my mom taught me that for when I was a little girl tripping out
Ain't
about
nothing about
a
mama.
boyfriend.
Ain't nothing
No, let me tell you what my mom shoot game to me. She said,
Okay,
if y'all
tell
not
about
married,
mama.
you single and he's single too.
Mm.
So I take it to another level. If we may not have rings, but if we say, hey, you're my woman and I'm your man, that's a commitment. But outside of that, you could do what you want to do, and vice versa.
I agree with you there, Shamari. I agree with you.
I never asked none of that shit.
I know you didn't.
I'm
She
just,
gave
I'm
that.
just, I'm just
She
breaking
just-
it down
she
for you,
breaking
so
it
you
down
can
for
thoroughly
you.
understand.
But
You can do what you want to do.
But we didn't never answer the initial.
You could do what was it? We
I don't
did.
even remember
The short
I
answer
thought
was
the
he can't.
initial question was when a person get inside of you and you do.
Yeah,
that.
it just went. It just
It
went a
went-
little. It went somewhere. It'd be like that.
Yeah, but okay. So, and I answered that. He said, when a man first enter you,
You answered that.
do
baby.
you go into saying, "Hey, he better not get"?
You say you be judging and analyzing.
So, as I have matured over the years, and I'm not
Mhm.
saying for all women, and what I said was in my 20s, yes, I'm crashing out. This bitch better not be giving this dick to everybody. But as I have matured over the years, I don't
Mhm.
think that way any longer. And yes, my natural feminine or womanly instinct says, "Ooh,
Mhm.
girl, he put it on you like shit, he mine now." But I've learned through maturity, until those words or that commitment is established, I cannot tell this man what to do with his private parts.
Mhm.
I agree with
Period.
that.
That's all.
Mhm.
So yes, I might get that instinct. He better not do this. But I purposely, intentionally, with my mind, because we all got a brain, do not do that, Shamori. What's that? What's so what's not to understand about that?
We're gonna remove that from the hearing. All
No, you just
The
haven't
hearing
met someone that
document.
mature. Like
no, that was never anything that I asked.
it was. You said when that man puts his penis inside of me, do I want to crash out and say he can't
I
get at me?
never said that.
So what was the exact question?
Holy shit! What the fuck just happened, man?
What was the exact?
Hold on. Let's move it along.
Yeah,
I don't think y'all go. Y'all ain't gonna
Yeah,
take no
they're
shot.
not on the same
Yeah,
page
y'all ain't.
at all.
I think being untouchable on the same page. Over there.
Yeah, I think so.
I think that side of the room is like
I
right.
think so.
So
Me and
untouchable.
Shamar, damn.
Like, we-
I'm
All
thinking
right,
I'm answering your question.
All right. So here we go. So untouchable. Question for you. Question for you. Because we still talking. We still talking about.
Fucking
We'll call it. We're still talking about sex.
dicks and pussy.
Intercourse.
All right, we're intercourse, right? Before I answer that question, untouchable. Let's go to the comments, right? So Reva says, "I guess I'm still immature. I can't do casual sex. If we sleep together, I'm thinking you my man. Man,
Exactly.
let your hey.
That's why I was going there.
Hey, men, let your women cheat in peace. Shout out to Gia.
Goddamn fucking
She
Jill.
said let your woman cheat.
Jill, I kick you in your ass and give you brain damage.
No, I think
Yeah.
all women feel the same, but like she was saying, it's not a fact until you guys have the conversation.
Right. So let's talk about that for a second because the comments blowing up.
Let's see.
We got Joyce say you got some niggas will stare you in the face and say it's only you when it's not.
Yeah.
You know, you got Will saying, "Hey, I don't believe in cheating. Just date bisexual women, so forth and so forth."
That's a good.
Yeah.
So I to Shamari's point, I do believe that, and this is me talking to the fellas. If you know you haven't gotten to a place of wanting to just be with just this one woman, then you know that's a conversation that needs to be had. What I will say to my ladies is, if you do have that conversation and that man sets that expectation, then you have to, both parties have to assume, in my opinion, is innocent until proven guilty. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning, this is the conversation we had as adults, and this is the way that we're gonna, move this thing forward.
Can I hold women accountable? Because maybe what I sounded like was I was just holding men accountable to that conversation.
No, you ain't sound
Now,
like
if
that.
you're having
You ain't
sex
sound like that.
and you didn't have
You ain't
that
sound like that.
conversation, women,
You ain't sound like
that's
that.
not your man. That's
You ain't
not
sound
your
like that.
dick. You can't
You
control
ain't sound
that.
like that. You ain't sound
That's
like
all I'm
that.
saying. Like,
You ain't sound like that.
okay, thank
You
you.
ain't sound like that.
'Cause
You ain't sound
be
like
trying
that.
to-
No, you ain't sound like that.
You
Okay,
ain't sound
thank
like
you.
that.
All right.
Why you said thank you? He said
Because y'all be trying to twist it, but I'm holding women accountable. Like, if you having sex and y'all haven't had that conversation, you can't control that, man.
Exactly.
So untouchable, because
Yes.
you speak as Shamari does. You speak as a mature woman, right? Have you been in a situation where you probably didn't have the title, but you had the understanding? And if so, what did that understanding look like?
No, because with me, I tell niggas early we go together.
Where y'all
Oh,
going?
shit.
We go together. You my
What was
man.
it?
Going to
So
the
a
store?
lot of times, no, to be real, a lot
And
of
is this
times.
usually post-sex, like after you've had sex?
No. This is always after. I'm
After
not gonna
what?
after sex and after we done
What the
actually
fuck?
been together. No, this is what I'm telling you. Once I done been with a man and we're dating and we're having sex, I let him know we're together. And either he gonna say yes or no. You're not hearing me.
No, I
Either
hear
he
you.
gonna say yes or no.
But why would
at
you
the
do
same
that?
time, because I want to introduce the conversation. You know, a lot of times women be scared to introduce the conversation, and then when they find out a nigga doing some shit, the nigga gonna be able to say, well, hey, baby, we ain't never had the conversation. So I push the conversation early. If you fuck me 3 times, bitch, we go together.
God damn it. Hold on, wait a minute.
No, I like that.
I don't.
I think I no, but when I say I like that,
you have to establish
when I say I
something.
like
go
that,
together.
I think every
What your
woman,
mama like to eat? I'm finna pull up.
because every
What the
woman,
fuck?
most women believe that with the vagina, that if I'm allowing you to be that person that I'm having sex with,
That's
then it
immature.
means something more,
Exactly.
and it's not casual.
Mhm.
So to alleviate the assumption,
Have the conversation.
to alleviate the misunderstanding, whatever it may be,
Mhm.
the conversation definitely needs to be had.
Needs to be had.
I will say this, to your point, the woman should definitely introduce
the
that conversation, because I'm gonna tell you straight up, men ain't gonna introduce it.
Exactly.
If we can get the milk from the cow
As
without
long
owning
as
the
they
cow,
can.
we'll
And
definitely
then
run that
when
play.
we find out some shit, they can always fall back on, damn, baby, we didn't have the conversation. You can ask my ex.
Hey,
we
Will
did
said I'm cool with just 2 times.
we did a podcast, right, with my ex. We did a podcast. We did Bugatti Black podcast.
Okay.
And she asked my ex, how did you know that you were in a relationship with Untouchable? He said, because she told me.
What
You get what I'm saying? Because she told me.
I
You
haven't
get what
done
I'm
that
saying?
before.
Hell yeah.
What
I don't give a
happened,
fuck. If you don't
What
say
happened,
it,
Did we not just have this on another show? Like,
yeah,
niggas
you
do
have
not.
to say something.
Hold on, time out. Did we not just have this
But you have to
conversation
want
on
it.
Hold on. Did we not just have this conversation on another show and said, niggas don't look to be in a relationship, they land in the motherfuckers.
That's true.
That's true.
And we make it comfortable for you to land. Here's a pillow.
Nah, fuck
You my
all
nigga.
that. I don't
No,
like being
fuck
comfortable
that.
when I land sometimes.
Oh, baby.
I want
I'll be the bitch
that.
to blow your whole spot up.
I want one flap up and the other one down.
Guess
It's a
what?
little rocky when it's coming down.
Guess
This
who that ain't gonna
motherfucker.
fall
Nah,
with, though?
fuck that.
Guess who that ain't gonna fall with? Guess who that ain't gonna fall with? Me.
No.
We go together.
No.
And if you tell me we don't go together, then I'm finna let you go.
Well, let me ask this question, right?
God damn.
If the expectation is
Dead ass.
if the expectation,
If
I
I
got a question for
Go
you. I got a
ahead.
question for you.
Shit.
You got a lot of. You okay? You want a shot?
No, I'm good.
You want something
I
to
just
eat?
believe in putting down on niggas.
Okay.
You put down on it?
You
I
gotta-
put down
yeah.
on
Where you
niggas.
from?
Miami,
Oh.
Dade County.
What part?
Yes, Billy.
Miami-Dade County.
Get
I'm saying,
down.
what part? What part of Miami?
Well, earlier in my later years, Miami Gardens.
Oh.
But I grew up in Miami-Dade County, the real Dade County, Liberty City.
The city.
Oh.
And I just feel like people do to you what you allow them to do to you. If I know I'm being a partner to you, I'm being faithful to you, I'm loving you, I'm taking care of you, and you're doing the same thing for me, we fucking go together.
Okay. So let me ask this question, right? And so both my ladies agree that for the most part, if you're having sex with a man,
I got you.
y'all go together, right?
No, I don't agree with that.
If you've
You
had
putting words in my mouth. I said once you had the conversation.
Let's
I've
say,
had a
let me
lot.
read-
That's the conversation.
I've had casual.
Listen,
I have
allow
had
me the
casual.
opportunity to rephrase the
Okay,
question. See how that go?
rephrase.
Give me a little grace.
Okay.
I fucked up.
Okay.
Give me a little grace. Can I have a little grace?
Yes.
Thank
She
you.
got a nice smile, too.
All right, so here we go. If you've had the conversation and you've established that we're in a relationship, it's just you and it's just us, and it's no outside individuals.
Yes.
That's better?
Yes.
Okay. See, I made the adjustment to communicate
like that. Yeah,
effectively.
yeah.
Okay. All right. So we got that understood. Why is it that when you get upset, right? Whatever the upset may be, the very first thing that comes off the table,
Pussy.
Is the coach?
It's gone.
yeah, like why
Can't
how
speak
is
for
that?
all women because
Well,
I
I'm
love
not speaking
sex,
for all
so
women.
I
I'm
don't want to
asking
take
the
that off
ladies
the
that
table.
I hear.
Oh, my God.
I told y'all on one of y'all shows, nigga told me he was tired, so you can't speak for all women.
Holy shit. He's speaking for the majority.
Okay, the majority.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna ease out. Let it go down. Go ahead.
okay, the majority of women take sex off the table.
Okay. The majority of women take so can you talk to maybe why that occurs? Like why do they take it off?
That's women
The
that don't
table.
have anything else to offer but sex, and they know men love sex, so they take that off the bargaining table. Besides other things that they may be able to take off the table,
Mhm.
and that goes back to that: what do you have to offer? What do you bring to the table? And most women bring sex, and so that's the first thing they take off the table. They offered other things, and they would take those other things off the table.
Other things
before.
like what?
So if you're my man, and I'll use a simple thing. You got used to me. You may be able to cook, but you got used to me cooking you a meal every day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take that off the table.
So because you're mad, I ain't gonna eat.
I'm saying it's a tool. I'm not saying I would do so. But you say, what other things can you take off the table? You can take that off the table.
Or food?
You could, yeah.
Oh, it's okay. I'll just go get something to eat that I know you
Okay.
like, and then come back and
But
eat.
That's
I like
just
her
one of the
cooking.
things.
I like her cooking though.
Exactly.
she sauteed
Most
them
men
onions.
love they love some good home cooking.
I think my nigga Will is at your neck, man. I ain't even gonna hold you. Like
I'm a Gemini.
It's okay. Well, just hey, listen, look Will up and then send him your number, and I think y'all should go on a date. But y'all got to pay that tab first in the OPOV.
Cash out OPOV1.
That's what's got to happen first.
Who's lying and what are they lying about? I feel that a lot of women take sex off the table because they don't realize they have other tools to take off the table before sex.
What's the other two?
If y'all are living together, there's other things you can take off the table. Like most men develop a habit and they don't even realize the habits they have that women observe because that's in our nature. Picking up your clothes off the floor. I'm gonna leave them clothes on the floor and then they gonna pile up for a week and be like, God damn, I don't got no damn clean underwear.
You gonna get mad. You gonna get mad first though.
Who gonna get mad?
You?
No, when a woman like is being like spiteful, they gonna leave them underwear there to show you like,
no, we just gonna
I'm the one cleaning your. You ain't looking at the bigger picture, and this is a small example. Okay,
I'm just trying to combat
the cooking,
what you're saying. That's it.
I know you are. The cooking, the cleaning, the morning. So I had a guy that I was initially seeing, and he got used to me like us talking every morning. I got pissed off for whatever reason. And I said, intentionally, I'm going to ignore his calls in the morning. I'm going to ignore his texts.
What if he called the next one?
And, well, if you're really into that, that'll show a woman, first of all, that'll show that woman if he's really into you because he's not going to worry about the next one. He's going to worry about why are you not answering my calls? Which he did. He was like, well, damn, why am I not speaking to you? Like, we spoke every morning. And like, all of a sudden, now you ain't talking to me in the morning. Those are small things you could take off the table, women, besides sex. Mm-hmm. If you get up in the morning and you make his coffee, stop making his coffee in the morning. Have sex with him, walk out the door and don't make his coffee. He's gonna be like,
so you gonna have sex with him and not make his coffee?
I like sex.
He's not gonna give a fuck about that.
Yes, he will, because I know men, and men look at the small things just as much as women. You may not notice it the first day.
I'm looking at you, D.
Nah, you may not notice it the first day, but the second or third day, you'll be like, what? Why am I stopping at Starbucks? My woman normally got me a cup of coffee in my thermos. Mm-hmm. Yes, you are. Unless you haven't had that type of woman yet. Or my lunch packed. Wait a minute now. Because she going to get her. Me, I'm going to get mine. But why is my lunch ain't packed?
I'm sorry, I got to ask a question.
Because your coworker's going to be like, hey, dog, where your lunch at? Because your coworkers notice your woman pack your lunch every day. Where your lunch, dog? And you're going to be like, damn, where is my lunch?
He finna go cry in the car.
You're going to be like, where is my lunch?
His whole pack lunch.
Right.
Damn.
If you have kids together, women, I'm sorry to say it, but they'll slack off on that. They might offer to say, hey, I'm going to pick up the kids today. But they mad at you. They're going to say, he got him. He'll pick them up.
So you agreeing with that?
Listen, I believe that, to each his own.
I think we more concerned that cat come off the table than our clothes getting picked up.
No.
Yeah, can't be no cat off the table, man.
Them clothes will sit there for
I'm telling y'all would notice
over.
the little things that women do when they take them things off the table because I've experienced.
So let me tell you what I'm gonna speak for myself.
Y'all value.
What?
I'm saying y'all value sex. So y'all might initially not notice the other things.
No, but
you will eventually.
Outside of sex, what bothers me the most, being at odds or a disagreement with a woman that I care about, that I'm with, that I love, etc., is the lack now of intimacy. the lack now of
conversations, or I'm sorry to interrupt. I just want
You gotta learn how to listen.
let me summarize. No,
Just a
I'm
little bit.
listening.
You
Let
got
me
2 ears and 1 mouth.
no, let me summarize what I was saying, and then
No,
I promise we be getting it.
Okay.
You ain't gotta give us. You give us.
no, because y'all contradict me so much. I'm like, let me
We
summarize.
don't contradict you, baby.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry, Mr. Good Guy.
Listen, you got.
Go, Mr. Good Guy.
Hold
Mr. Good Guy.
on. But this is the thing. You gotta learn how to listen, man.
I do listen.
You sure?
Yes, I promise. I promise.
But no, in all seriousness,
That softness that you just talked with, that shit to do something to a nigga right there. I ain't gonna hold you. That shit right there just.
No, I really do.
but
I really
I
listen,
start to
I
miss
promise.
the.
That made me listen. When she
Oh,
said,
you listen?
When she
No,
said,
I really
when she said,
listen.
hold on, did you hear what she said?
I heard over there.
I listen.
They trying to
Ooh.
come back untouchable.
And
They've been
no, that's
losing
why
the
I want to
whole
make
show.
sure y'all understand me, because I
We've been
listen to
losing
y'all.
badly. Now you know we've been losing.
This side of the room.
Wait, Mr.
But no,
Good Guy.
in all seriousness, I more so am bothered by, because first things first, let's make something perfectly clear, right? It's very, in my opinion, just immature to intentionally carry on and being at odds.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's just a place, me personally, I don't like to be in. I would rather let's talk about it. Let's get past it. And sometimes that can get misinterpreted as, oh, you just want to sweep it under the rug. It's not that I want to just sweep it under the rug. I want to have a conversation. I want to understand how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
I want to tell you how I feel. And let's see how we can now, as a collective, move forward. Because it makes absolutely no sense for us both to be in this space with one another of attitude
I totally
or being
agree.
at odds and different things of that sort. So again, outside of taking the sex off the table, man, you taking the entire vibe. You taking the entire. We usually watch Kanan on Friday. Now we ain't doing that because
You
of
mad.
whatever. Yeah, you know, you upset.
Oh, you don't
or
watch
something
episode
like that.
2, baby. Why we I didn't watch episode 2 with you. Like,
I think
them
the,
things.
Watch it on your phone.
I think the what people fail to realize is the key to clarity is an uncomfortable conversation, and everybody ain't ready to have it. But I feel like if you get to the point where you holding sex, that means you done missed the point of communication. So every clarity comes with uncomfortable conversations. Sometimes you got to put all that aside, the sex, the love, all that, and be like, hey, baby, listen, let's sit and talk. This is not blah, 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 and what you're doing. So like I said, the key to clarity is uncomfortable conversations. And a lot of times, people don't want to have those uncomfortable conversations. And then women or men, other people, they result to, well, I'm just going to withhold sex. And in reality, y'all just need to have that uncomfortable conversation for clarity.
So let me ask this, because I'm a firm believer in timing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have some people, and this is when I guess you just got to kind of know your partner.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because you may be dealing with someone that needs that 24, 48 hour period to cool off.
Chill.
You know what I'm saying? You may be dealing with someone that can have the conversation in the moment and not have so much malice in the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
The conversation, not only is it already difficult, sometimes we make it even more difficult because we're so charged with feelings and emotion as opposed to getting down to the actual factual of what the other person is feeling. So one of my pet peeves in that, if I initiate the conversation, please, I beg of you, do not use that as a time to now tell me, well, but you did this, and but you said, and but you, because you had the past 24, 48 hours to initiate that conversation, right? So now if I come and I initiate it and I'm looking to express to you, I just need you to shut the front door and listen.
Damn.
Please.
God.
Please,
Damn.
please.
Hold on, D. Pause.
You felt that in your dick?
Hold on, wait. I got to.
Okay.
Damn.
So I want to piggyback off of that once you're done.
Okay. So
I have a very,
but now what I'm also saying is this: there is a space and a time where you are to express how you feel, right? So in other words, if we had a conversation, let's say at 10 o'clock, and I'm just asking for you to listen, and we had that conversation, and it's over when it's done with, maybe at about 3, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. This is just what works for me. This is what helped me receive whatever you go say. You know, baby, I thought about what you said earlier. First and foremost, we have to understand that we got to affirm what the other person says. Meaning we have to get it. We have to acknowledge it, right? And once we do that, at that point, now we can validate that person's feelings, correct. And at that point, now is the opportunity for you to segue into, well, this is how I feel about it. You dig? But again, I beg of you, in the moment of me initiating an already difficult conversation, don't take that as the opportunity to then take over the conversation or express how you feel without acknowledging that you receive how I feel. Because a lot of the times, that's what that comes off as. You rebelling against what I'm saying and getting so defensive with everything that I'm saying and not taking a moment to understand what I'm trying to communicate to you.
Okay.
See how you said you did that? I know, but are you listening or are you just hearing you ready to reply? You listening, baby?
I'm listening, baby.
Because I ain't talking fast, but don't be listening slow.
I'm listening, baby. Go ahead.
Listen to this. Somebody said you thick as fuck. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
Why you such a nigga?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So what you got? What you got, Untouchable?
No, like I said, it's the uncomfortable conversation, and because it's going to be uncomfortable, it's uncomfortable both ways.
Okay.
You want her to just shut up and let you talk, but she want to talk, so that's where the uncomfortableness come in.
But don't talk.
So that's where both.
So that's what you heard. That's what the perception is.
No, I'm telling you.
So when you get a part when I say
you need
at a later point.
At a later point.
Please express.
But that works
for
you.
But why at a later point?
That works
because
for you.
Again,
that's
that gives me
so
again, let's please not miss, because I'm very meticulous in my word choice.
Okay.
I promise I can communicate very well.
Okay.
Right? So what I said was, and you're right, that does work for me, and as I said, I'm talking about what works for me. I said that.
Okay.
I'm talking about me. Now, if you then want to say, well, that don't work for me, now we have to ask ourselves, are you willing to compromise? Because if the other way around, if you tell me, baby, that don't really, again, I can talk about something in the heat of the moment. But if you need 24, 40 hours to cool down, I'm going to give you that.
Okay.
That's just respect. And that's more so, and that's compromising, and that's more so me actually wanting to get to the bottom of this. So if it's better for me to give you that cool down period to get to the bottom of it, then that's what I'm going to give you. But now don't tell me, oh, well, that don't work for me. I want to express right now. So it's no respect for what I'm feeling about the situation.
You just taught me something, Daryl.
It's about
you learned something.
It's about
no, because I firsthand had this experience in our last relationship where we had several arguments, and he was the type of person where he needed 24 hours to just, to himself. But I'm not the type of person that believes in that, because if you live together, because I think very futuristic. If you live together, then you don't have them 24 hours to separate yourself. But you're saying I should have gave him them 24 hours to collect himself and get his words together, his thoughts together.
Okay.
I'm asking because I'm learning.
No, what I said was, and I'm just talking from like.
So we have we have two different people. We have the person that does not believe in the 24-hour cooling period. We have the person that does believe in the 24-hour cooling period.
Yeah.
So what do you do in those situations where they have conflict and that person, the man or woman, needs to go away for 24 hours and the other one does not believe in that, so they want to address the issue right then and there.
So okay, so to answer your question, let's think about it. If a person needs 24 hours, this person doesn't. Right?
Right.
It doesn't help if this person needs 24 hours, this person doesn't, and now the person that doesn't need 24 hours is now forcing or just wanting this person to do things. At that point, we got to compromise. It doesn't hurt the situation for you to digress for 24 hours. It doesn't hurt the situation for you to just pipe down and say, I know you well enough, Untouchable, to know you probably need a little minute, but can we, when you take your minute, right? Because that's respect. I'm respecting how you feel. That may be a boundary, whatever you want to fucking call it. But that's showing that even in the midst of the uncomfortableness, there's still a love and still a respect there for you. You need it. I'm ready to talk whenever you ready, because I don't need the 24-hour cool down period. So I'm ready to talk whenever you ready. Or if it's vice versa, if I need the 24-hour and you don't,
That's
you
what I'm
ready to
saying.
talk when I'm ready. But it doesn't help the situation to try to now force a person to do something that they've already made it very clear. This is what I need in that moment.
So I'm sorry. I'm very sorry to interfere. But what my thing is, like I said, I personally experienced that.
Okay.
And the man was very bullheaded, right? Very stern on his ways. Why, or say it's vice versa. Why can't the other person compromise and say, hey, I know you need to address issues right then and there, so let's address it.
It could go both ways.
So how do you address that compromise?
That would be up to those people to do what's in the best in that particular moment to actually get to the end result.
That's what makes that's to me what makes relationships difficult.
But that's called discernment.
Because
both people, listen, if y'all really want to get to the bottom of the issue, then humble opinion, then you do what you need to do. Again, just speaking for myself, I just have no problem with making the adjustment. I'm just trying to do whatever we need to do to get back to a good place. So if that looks like giving you 24, cool. If that looks like talking about it right, but that's me. If you just got two people that's just bullheaded and this person don't want to be wrong and this person don't want to digress, so you gonna have a lot of confusion going on because nobody wants to digress.
Your person.
That's not your person.
Right.
That's right.
A lot of people are afraid to admit that's not your person. I don't give a fuck if you done been with this person for years. If you have babies by this person, that doesn't mean that's your person.
Because somebody would have backed down in that situation.
Exactly.
I'm gonna give you an exact scenario because I'm telling you I dealt with that. So coming back from a very nice evening out. Well, it wasn't nice.
Hold on, wait. Story time?
Yeah.
All right. So this the rule of the story time. It's a 2-minute story.
No, it's not. It's not even gonna take 2 minutes.
All right.
It's exactly about
story time music. Go ahead.
Okay. It's about what we're speaking on about a person that needs 24 hours to cool off versus a person that wants to talk about the problem now.
Okay.
We were coming back from a concert way in Pompano. We driving back home, and I'm a person that likes sex, especially when I'm drinking. And I'm thinking like, damn, we arguing, but we still gonna go back home. Like,
you should have just sucked it in the car.
Right? We gonna have that. We gonna address this problem.
Sucked it in the car.
On the way home, we exit off the turnpike, and he start driving towards his house. And I'm like, "You going home?"
Nigga don't want to give you none.
Like, I felt like I was the dude in the situation. You going home? He said, yeah, I need to, go think. Well, and it's real heated right now. But in my mind, I'm like, we can I'll forget about that. And it got so heated that I jumped out the fucking car in the middle of the street, like, bitch, because I'm bullheaded too. Like, you ain't finna take me home. And no, let me rewind. Let me rewind.
Out the car.
Let me rewind, because I'm very level-headed now. I was level-headed with him. I'm saying,
level-headed.
Hey, wait. Yes, it was, because I didn't rewind. Let me rewind. In the car, I'm like, well, I've been drinking. I can't drive myself back home. He said, you ain't been drinking that much. And I had my damn same Stanley Cup. I said, yeah, I've been drinking this whiskey. I can't drive. He said, yes, you can. And I said, you sure? I said, you sure you want to go back home? Yeah, I'm going back home. Like, I need to cool down. And at that point where you're not giving me no leeway, you're not hearing my tone, because I can give you the feminine tone. You're not hearing my tone. You stern on, I need my 24 hours. I'm going home, and you're going to drive your motherfucking self back home. I jumped out the car. I'm like, bitch, you drive your home with cell phone. I'm gonna call me an Uber. And I was like, what do you do in that type of situation?
Why you just didn't say?
Please, can I?
Go ahead. That's why I brought it up.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I'm talking about this was real simple.
Oh my God.
This was super simple.
Okay, tell me.
At that moment, all you had to do was validate whatever the fuck he was feeling. He's heated, whatever he expressed to you. And you could have just simply repeated exactly what he said. So you're saying that
was nothing expressed.
Whatever he said, even if he just said he was heated. Okay, baby, well, can you tell me why you heated? That same voice, because you thought the pussy was just supposed to just make everything better.
No.
Yeah, you did. And then when it didn't, you took real offense, and then you got upset.
I didn't offer it, but I'm like, you sure you want to go home?
So what I'm saying is, there was another angle to go about that you chose not to exercise.
I'm like, baby, why are you
because
so upset? Like, what's going on?
Instead of validating whatever the fuck he was feeling,
So why couldn't he compromise?
He expressed to you what he felt, right? Mm-hmm. You then made it about what you feel, which was, I want to have sex, or I've been drinking. And you pointed out a whole bunch of I's. That was your response. I've been drinking. We not go, me. No, you didn't take the 5 seconds to just say, well, let me try to find out what's going on with him. And your interpretation of that was, oh, he just being bullheaded and stubborn, and he just... he expressed to you how he felt about something. And women like to say, oh, men don't know how to express. The man expressed to you what he felt about something. That was expressing something. Whatever it was. He was upset about something. And nothing in your story.
No, we both were upset.
Okay, Shamari, but what I'm saying is,
I am.
From what you just
sometimes
said.
I might. Sometimes, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I say maybe I am a narcissist because I attract narcissists. I attract a lot of narcissists, so maybe I am.
Hope you just directed.
No, I'm agreeing with you. Okay, did you not hear me? But you said I said I attract a lot of narcissists, so lately I've been saying maybe I have narcissistic traits.
What if you just a narcissist?
So she wasn't getting her way, she got mad. Pretty much, Will. That's how that went. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I think you should have just said, "Can we fuck?"
Well,
you know. Yeah. The point I'm getting to is just, everybody wants to be validated in their feelings, whatever it is that they be, men included. And I really think that our ladies miss the mark every single time on validating a man's feelings, because you internalize it and take it as a direct insult to yourself about whatever it is that he's feeling. True. And you have to know how to separate. You understand what I'm saying? If you would have validated, if you would have just made him feel like whatever it was he was feeling, that you understood what he was feeling, that night would have ended totally different. It sure as hell ain't end right with you jumping out the car. Now you beating him mad, or you got to show that you're even more mad. You jumping all out the car, we're calling the Uber.
I was drunk, man. I ain't gonna lie. Did I miss that whiskey? Had me twisted. Did I miss the First of all, my man shouldn't let me be drinking. Talking about I'm gonna drive home on my own.
Now she just turned it all up.
Now he shouldn't be letting your grown ass drink.
Hell no. Let me drink and drive. My man should have drove me home. That's how I saw it.
What happened before that? Did I miss something?
She told you the story, Coach. You heard the same story I heard.
It was a lot. No, it was a lot behind the scenes. But I had 2 minutes, so I got to the ending part of the story.
I just think it's back to what I said. The key to clarity.
That's not your person.
No, the key to clarity is uncomfortable conversation. No, the key to clarity.
It was a different way you can handle that.
The key to clarity is uncomfortable conversations. So a lot of times, just because we're thinking in that moment where, well, fuck how he feeling, I'm trying to fuck, you actually have to have that uncomfortable conversation to find out what was
upset. Man.
So I just feel like
I'm gonna say something, and I hope none of the ladies dying here. You just got to take a little accountability.
True.
That's all.
But it was a lot to that night, though. It was a lot to that night. I just got to the ended part.
How did you piss him off, though? I didn't hear that part. Quickly.
It was a bad date, period.
Okay, how did you piss him off, though?
I thought you said y'all left West Palm Beach. Y'all had a good night.
No, because I'm a great.
How did you piss him off?
I decided the date. I chose the venue. I paid for the drinks.
How did you piss him off? Quickly.
Because he want princess treatment and he's a queen.
Not a man.
He's supposed to be a king.
How did you piss him off?
When we was driving my car, I paid for the drinks up there. When we got up there, he said,
okay.
End the show.
Land the plane.
What the fuck?
Land the plane. She got to go to Chili's.
Can we get a fucking answer here?
How did I piss him off?
Yes. That's all I asked. How did you piss him off?
Okay, I think the initial piss off was earlier in that day. I called him a bitch.
Fuck no.
I said you a bitch.
Lucky y'all still even went out. Lucky I ain't choked the shit out your ass.
You lucky you on the passenger seat.
I said you a bitch because he was acting like a bitch. So stop acting like a fucking
And you wanted him to fuck?
Well, I
gave him king treatment after that.
Will, you still want to take out? Will, let me know. We can send back your cash.
As long as you don't act like a bitch, I won't call you a bitch. Be a king, and I'll call you king all day.
So you see at no point where you went wrong.
Back to what I said, right?
No.
Oh my God. Back to what I said. Uncomfortable conversations lead to clarity.
Ain't no
so what is your
conversation after that.
definition? No, what is your definition of a king and what is your definition of a bitch or what you expect from him?
What?
Yes.
You
when
call
you
me
actually talk about it, what is your definition?
They didn't hear the part
that way.
So they didn't hear the part.
It's all about talking about it.
They didn't hear the part where I planned the date. I paid for the date. We drove my car.
None of that shit matter, bro.
I bought his shirt that he was wearing. When we got there, I said, "Baby,
so you
it
thought
was
you could
freezing."
exercise being disrespectful because you bought a shirt.
No. Okay, so
and you planned the date.
okay, rewind. So rewind.
So he a bitch now.
So no, rewind.
Did you ask for the date?
No.
Who asked for the
Rewind.
Date? Who
we
asked,
had planned the date for.
No.
We had
who
planned
asked for the date?
We planned the date for weeks, right?
If it was a week, he would have took some type of
initiative. They said it for weeks.
There was no initiative. There was no initiative. That's why I said I don't tell every little piece in the background because you say I have 2 minutes. So I'm giving you them little 2 minutes.
Go ahead, rock out, man. It'll be more than that now. Rock out.
Rock out with your cock out, goddamn.
Because I think the more you listen to yourself talk, the more you see you be tripping, but you don't want to admit you tripping.
No, I know I trip sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes I trip.
You trip, and me and Bet ain't never put no cocky in you be tripping, so I can imagine a nigga that put
Oh my
some
God.
Oh, shit. You jumping out cars and shit.
Wheels.
Hell yeah, I jumped out that car
I
because
think the type of woman you are, you need a leader. And if
I need a leader
that's not a leader, then you need to let him go.
Thank
early.
you, because I will fucking run over you. I would.
But see,
if you're not a man, I will run the fuck over you.
But this is what I'm talking about, right? A lot of times it's because you're afraid to say that's what you want. If that's
no,
what
I'm not afraid.
You go after what you want.
They just no. This one.
Some women require leaders. Some women require followers.
I need a leader.
Every person is.
Baby, tell me what to do. Have a plan.
I know a homegirl right now. She balling out of control. She got everything that she want. She want her man to be a follower. Me, I'm traditional.
No.
I would like.
I
for
want
my
a
man
leader.
To lead. But what I'm saying is, it's all about that uncomfortable conversation. For him to feel like a bitch to you is because he wasn't doing what you feel like a man should do. So when you had that uncomfortable conversation with him, it would have been clarity that that's not your person, and y'all would have moved.
Yeah,
fast.
I know it's not my person. At the end of the day, it boiled down to he's not my person.
I got time to play with a bitch son.
He's not my person.
Can I say something?
I don't have time to play with my son.
Something? What?
I just feel like if everybody be honest with what they want,
it was so much behind that.
Fast and you won't waste.
At the end of the day, he's not my person. He's just not my person.
It.
Nobody is going to be your person if you believe that you can disrespect people. Like respect is due to a dog.
No. Okay. No, correct.
Hear me out. Just hear me out for a second.
Can I say one piece of thing that would never run out of my mind that he said to me prior to me calling him a bitch?
That was him saying something to you.
This man told me one day. Over.
Straight up.
My bad.
No, this man told me straight out his mouth. We were having a conversation about my sons and their chores.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, when you
the fuck out the goalpost.
That
right
shit
now.
is
But okay,
the background to why they don't realize women lash out because some things that happened in the past.
What they got to do with me? What the fuck they got to do with me?
Go ahead, Shamar. You got the floor. Others' point of view. Come on.
Go ahead.
Give us your point of view. We won't interrupt.
Stand on business.
I'm gonna let you have that. Go ahead. I'm gonna pour me a drink, Shamar. Go ahead.
I am not a disrespectful woman.
You call him a bitch. That's disrespectful.
And this man told me only thing he need me for is a few hours out the week to screw. And I was supposed to forget that? Exactly.
He said that to you?
Yes.
The fact that you carried on with the situation, it couldn't have been too bad.
I would have dumped him and two niggas that look like him.
Yeah.
My point exactly. So women hold on to things, right? So I'm not disrespecting him out of the blue.
Yeah.
It's my point. But if once you meet my kids, it's a little more. I can't just throw this out the window because of some words that was exchanged.
You called him a bitch.
It's not words.
After he told me,
I only need you for that.
Yeah.
Like I told you,
y'all
clarity is uncomfortable conversation. And guess what? This is what
and that's not my person.
No.
But I'm just using an example.
When I say clarity don't always work in your favor. Sometimes clarity can mean that you have to leave. But it's everybody knows.
I agree. That's why I left.
Ask both of y'all a question.
Yes.
Do y'all want your man to tell y'all the truth? A lot of y'all.
A truth.
So if he told you,
not a truth, the truth.
Okay, so if he told you he wants you a couple of days out of the week, and that's his truth, why you called him a bitch because he told you the truth?
No, that was so. No.
Next. All right. That's it.
No.
That's it.
No, it's not. It's not. You gonna give me time to think?
Go ahead.
You just want me to spew out my words without thought behind
I want
them.
you to think, baby. Go ahead. Think.
If that was his truth, he should have never established a committed relationship. We could have had a situationship. But once you say you're in a committed relationship with me and we are meeting each other's children, there's a commitment that's beyond words that are exchanged. And so once you meet my sons, my daughter, my grandson, I have to put that extra work in. No?
Yeah, and that don't include jumping out the whip of your own car.
Yeah. Facts. And
I was drunk.
And telling him that you go get an Uber to get back to your
That
own
whiskey.
car. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, that whiskey had me.
That boy probably say, boy, she spared me.
Yeah, like I said.
No, he brought my car back that same, like, he was blowing my phone up and I was ignoring his calls and I called my Uber and he brought the car and I was like, where my car at?
But you see how the question was, he said, what was the question? You said that,
that was his truth when he said,
do you want a man to tell you the truth or do you want a man to lie to you? And like I said, I would like for him to be truthful with me and then I decide what I want to do.
Right.
A lot of times people,
I don't think he was truthful from the beginning.
And then they'll try to romanticize it and be like, oh, he just said that because he was feeling this type of way. When a person show you who they are, you have to believe them.
No, like I told him, I said, when you said them words to me that day, I should have left. But like I said, my children were involved. I don't play about my sons. I have sons at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And sons see their mothers in a whole nother light. And there's a lot more background to the relationship between him and my sons that I can't disclose here. But it was deep.
Yeah.
And not only did he get to meet my sons and intimate with my sons and working out with my sons, I got introduced to his children. So me, the type of woman I am, I'm going to try to work it out with you until there's no more, like, the limit has been reached because it's kids involved.
Yeah.
Especially when your ex is saying, oh, I don't want you around my son because I don't know how long it's going to work. I'm not trying to...
They had good reason for feeling that way. Y'all can't even troubleshoot a little simple disagreement.
True.
Like, I'm a mom. True. I'm very particular about who I
once children are involved, it's different.
I done dated people who never met my children and things like that. A lot of times you just have to be like very protective over your children, especially if it sways the decision about whether or not you're gonna give a person as many times. So as women, like I said, sometimes your peace can be selfishness. You get what I'm saying? So you can be selfish in how you feel about, I don't wanna introduce somebody to my kids so fast because it might not work out like however his baby mama was feeling. So in y'all mind it's selfish, but that's actually her peace. That's why I say it's okay to choose your own peace. And don't, when you're dating someone, even though I understand it's a package deal, like, you know, I'm a mom with kids and it is a package deal. But a lot of times when you date, you have to date for yourself and not for your children. You're dating for yourself, not for your children. And then you don't introduce a person to your children until you're 100% sure. As long as you're in that what if phase, as long as we just fucking and vibing and that's not that full if, until y'all have that conversation of I'm yours, you're mine, then that's when you go to start the intertwining.
Yeah, obviously,
we had that, all that. It was a lot. Everything. It's a lot of background to the story, but my main point of that little story was the person with the 24-hour cool off period versus the let's talk now.
Right.
Like that story has a lot of background to it. We can't delve into it in this show.
Yeah, we can imagine. But ultimately, humble opinion, we all have to exercise the ability to problem solve. We have to exercise the ability to have a disagreement and be mature as adults to understand how to get past, address that agreement, and then move forward from that agreement. And if you haven't been able to exercise maintaining a consistency of being able to do so, then I don't see how we get to a point where we're intertwining, meeting different, relationships and family, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? It can't always be because, Untouchable and Win, you've been on the same accord all night, but it can't always be the conclusion is, well, this person just ain't for me. The second we don't know how to address a disagreement, and because there's going to be disagreement no matter who you're with. You understand what I'm saying? So we have to exercise and be committed to understanding that we're not gonna always, most of the time, we're gonna disagree. It's how we respond to that. And we can't respond to it. What Bat asked earlier was, do you want a man to tell you the truth or lie to you? Y'all agree that y'all want a man to tell you the truth. I will say to my men, even in telling that truth, you have to have a certain measure of compassion, a certain level of empathy. Like, you're talking to a woman. So yeah, your truth may be this, but you have to communicate that truth in an effective way that she'll be able to receive it. And then, the person that's on the receiving end has to receive that and not weaponize it at a later date. And then make the person feel like, shit, I was better off not telling you the truth. Because that's what happens a lot of the time. A lot of the times, man, we regret telling y'all the fucking truth because you don't know how to fucking handle it. Or you take it and you weaponize it, or you take it and you turn it against us, and it's like, but you say you wanted me to tell you the truth.
And told your fuck ass
and I
shit.
gave you the truth, and it wasn't in a disrespectful way. It wasn't in a malicious way. It was in a way that I can express myself, trying to also consider your feelings in that expression. And the truth, it just may sting a little bit. Mm-hmm. But if you are asking for said truth, you have to know how to respond to that truth. Mm-hmm. You dig what I'm saying? So it's a lot of different layers that I think that we all have to work on and be better at. And I think Will left in the comments a second ago, like, it's just you're gonna always have disagreements. Yeah. You're gonna always have things that come up where you have to make the conscious effort to, now let's utilize that love you say you got for me, that love I said I got for you. Now let's tap into that. Yeah. Let's tap into let's remember the love. It's easy to love when it's easy to love. I say that all the time. But now let's see how much you love when you really want to hate. Let's see how patient you are. Let's see how forgiving you are when you are upset, when you are angry, when you are mad, and so forth and so forth. Because a lot of people, men and women alike, get upset, get mad, get angry, and they go full-fledged with that, with the anger, with the upset, and it just snowballs into something so much greater than, you understand what I'm saying? And I'll just say this, on the topic of that, I had an uncle up in age. He passed away a few years ago. Rest in peace, my uncle. And he told me one of his biggest regrets was him and his wife getting a divorce, because he was now at that point where he was up in age and he was alone. And he couldn't even remember why they got a divorce. So the point I'm getting to is that it's almost nothing that, I ain't gonna say nothing, but a lot of stuff that we get so upset about right now, you probably don't even remember that shit in the grand scheme of things. 2 years, 5 years from now, unless you choose to hold on to that and harbor that. You dig what I'm saying? So we gotta just make it our conscious effort to work on our disagreements and move things forward.
Okay.
So in closing,
hold on. Let's say this before we
don't be an asshole.
Before we land this plane, man.
Don't be an asshole.
That's like telling me don't be me.
You're a stupid bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
I can talk to my dog like that now. None of you niggas better not try it now.
Because I got hands, boy.
Here you go. Here you go.
I don't care if you're 350, bitch. I'll knock your big ass out. But at the end of the day, I don't got nothing to say to none of these ladies, man. I really just want to say that. We finna land the plane.
Does that mean you agree with us?
No. But yeah, we finna land this plane.
This was a good conversation because we've been talking for how long this shit been going on?
3 hours.
No. We don't never do. Hey, Untouchable Shamari, y'all was great. Cause we don't never do that.
Yeah. Chili's closed.
They closed?
Yes.
You got to go to
so you
RA
Sushi.
Date?
Oh, no, it's not a date. That's my friend. We were getting ribs.
Y'all was what?
Go to Flanagan's. They
Well,
ribs
open.
anyway.
Yeah,
your friend?
Yeah, my friend.
You
What
think
you
he'll treat the whole cast? We'll go.
Your friend?
Yeah.
What kind of friend?
No, we just like platonic friends. Like.
So you think if you laid on your back and say, "Come get this, John," he ain't gonna get it?
Of course, he's a man. Like, let's be real.
So
when
y'all met, was it a friendship?
No, don't give me no fake. No, ball your hand up and give me a real goddamn Miami.
So who made the decision for it to be platonic?
A platonic friendship, I think me.
Oh, okay. So
you don't look at him like that.
Yeah, I don't look at him.
So you finna go out, he finna pay the tab, protect you the whole night.
Like I said, I'm a partner in everything I do, friendships, relationships, and everything that I do.
So you gonna pay the tab?
Like last time we went out, he took me to Craft the Crab, which is my favorite restaurant. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, hey, let's go to Screen Park. And he was like, you want to go? I'm like, yeah, you took care of this, I'll take care of that.
You got a girl?
I think
I'm a good friend too.
No, and it's okay to be platonic friends, and it's okay for
I
women
like
to
to
pay
eat.
for
I like to
things,
eat
and it's okay
too.
for men to pay for things. I just feel like we live in a world where
You like to eat?
I
Hey,
love
Billy,
to eat
back up,
seafood.
bro.
Okay.
So it's like I just feel like everyone just need to not settle, and they would be happy. Like your person that you're looking for, that last person, he was not your person at all.
We off that. We off
You
that.
know?
Don't go back there.
No, what I'm just saying is that don't nobody have to settle.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times people think
People
just
gotta
because
settle.
no, no, we don't.
People gotta settle.
We
sweetheart.
don't.
We gotta stop pushing that.
We don't.
That is false.
That's not
That
false.
that is false.
I kind of agree with that. There's some things
You have to settle
Not me.
sometimes.
If it ain't what I want, and it's
Okay,
not
that
what I
might
want.
be your mindset, but in
That's what it
reality,
is.
listen, hey,
That's my
what
reality.
you wanted 20 years ago, you can't get now.
That's bullshit.
Oh, okay.
Whatever I want, I get.
So you know that what you want at 30, you may not want at 40.
Yeah,
what you want
I
at 40, you may
understand
not
that.
want
I
at
understand
okay.
it.
Okay.
When I was in
And
my
when you
30s,
60, you might not can't get what you was.
no,
what
I'm
was
gonna
20.
always get what I want.
Mhm.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
gonna always get what I want. I don't.
Oh,
No,
shit.
it's not a word that is in my vocabulary. I'm going to always get what I want, and I'm not going to settle. And things are going to change the older that I get. When I was younger, I didn't want a man with kids. Now that I'm older and I have my own children, I want a man with kids. So everything is going to change, the things that you want and the things that you require, but always get what you want and what you require, and don't let no man nigga half step you.
You know what I
Get
do with
what
my
you want.
kids? I tell my kids.
What kids? You got no kids.
I know. I just want to say that shit. So
He's about to dog.
We didn't go through the comments today.
Nigga nut don't even work.
Mr. Good
I
Guy,
told
we
you,
didn't go through the comments.
We went through the comments, baby.
Oh.
I promise we went through the comments. Every single comment, all 220
means
comments
next
done been
opportunity, exactly.
done been
No
on the
means
screen.
next.
No means
All right,
next
so
opportunity.
in closing, Untouchable, you
Yes.
enjoyed yourself?
I really did.
Would you come back and visit us?
I would love to come back. I feel like when you talking to some people and there's no concept of time because we didn't even realize how long we were sitting here.
Yeah.
That means that the conversation is just flowing.
Probably our
Even though
longest show.
each person had their own point of view, but we were able to still have that conversation, and I'm going to always
It was
appreciate
good.
that. I love to hear everyone's point of view, and that I don't think you're wrong. I don't think you're wrong. I don't think you're wrong. I'm not wrong. It's our point
Shit,
of view.
I think y'all was wrong on a lot of shit.
You always do.
Closing remarks.
I ain't even gonna sit here and
Somebody,
bullshit y'all.
did you enjoy the show? Would you come back to see us?
Oh, you know I love the
You
show.
know she gonna
I
come
love
back.
the show.
Chill.
I
This
watch
is
all
our
the time. I miss midday week Wednesday. What is it called?
Meet in the middle.
Meet in the middle.
Fast
Meet in
Slim,
the
2 T's,
middle.
2 M's.
They missed the last 2 or 3
Double
weeks.
T and double. No, you gotta say it how you say it. Double T and double M.
I be having my phone set up on my desk, and I be like, "Come on, man! This is like I'm eating lunch. I'm gonna watch y'all show, and y'all ain't been
I ain't gonna
on."
hold you, D. I ain't gonna hold you. No,
Say it,
yeah, I
say it.
got some text messages about that shit too. Like, why the fuck y'all ain't on?
How long has it been? 3
Yeah.
weeks, right?
We trying to get some things together to get the show back, you know. But no, listen, we appreciate y'all ladies for coming through. Back closing remarks. Okay, perfect.
Remember,
Then
I'm
we
with
gonna
it.
talk.
Like I said, my marketing skill is ridiculous. I love your platform. I appreciate you for having me on.
No doubt.
And if you guys need any help in my field, like I said, my
Marketing?
marketing, yes,
Okay, we'll talk
marketing
after
is
the show.
very real. And
We'll talk.
I'm an old school marketer. I believe in hard copy flyers. I believe in actually
Yeah.
getting out, talking to the people, and say, "This is what we have to offer. Are you fucking with it?"
Okay, so we'll
Facts.
talk. We definitely have a conversation after the show about that.
Closing remarks. Back.
We'll get that popping. I definitely want to hear your insight when it comes down to the marketing thing. So, I wanted to ask y'all some questions after, but y'all took this shit too far. Fuck that. I don't want to ask y'all a bitch ass thing no more. I let y'all have it tonight. You know, I was sitting back, observing, listening to all the bullshit. There was a lot of bullshit going on. D, it was a lot of bullshit going on. I don't.
Man, we had you quiet, so we did good. We did hella good.
Trust me, if I was talking, it'd be some angry people in this motherfucker. So
Actually, not.
I ain't gonna hold you. If I sit next to my dog, I learned sometimes you gotta just, do your due diligence, just let people talk sometimes, you know what I mean? And you just rock out with my cock out. You feel me?
Ain't got what you ain't got.
There you go. You know, I let y'all do all the talking today, man. You was nice. You know, you always fucking Texas. No, this was a fucking good show. I really enjoyed listening to everybody's point of view. That's why it's called Others' Point of View. You know what I mean? Y'all full of shit on a lot of scenarios.
Nah.
Texas.
I'm not full of shit. I'm very real.
You should let me be your counselor. But
Hey, I love men counselors when it comes to men's situations.
I like the fact that you like fucking. That is amazing.
I love sex too.
Everybody,
Like, oh my
do.
god,
Don't let nobody convince you of something different.
man, I want to have sex tonight, but
Damn, I thought you was on your 3-month rule.
hey, man, if he was acting right, I wouldn't be on 3 months.
A bitch like me about to go get some ribs and go to
Put the
sleep.
camera back on you and land the goddamn plane.
Hold on,
He done put the damn camera back out. Shit, 3 hours, man. Put the camera back on you and land the plane.
When I hear fucking, it
I
just
know.
it
Ladies,
turns me to a
let him
different
do
person.
his closing remarks, please.
Like, she want to have some sex.
Stupid bitch.
I just want to eat some ribs and go home.
I thought you were going to say something else. I ain't gonna hold you.
Oh, I thought I was going to say I want to eat something else. No, I just want to eat some ribs.
Say some pussy. But
No, never.
nah, D man, man. We got to get back to meet in the middle. Listen, we gonna get meet in the middle back on schedule on the regular schedule program. We had some business endeavors that we had to handle first. Y'all ladies was amazing. Y'all did some talking in this motherfucker tonight, man. D, y'all had D on the edge of the seat. I ain't never seen D get that loud a couple of times. Damn, D.
He like, can you let me finish? Thank you.
They had my dog in here like, well, what the fuck was it?
I was channeling my inner asshole.
Yeah, I say shit. Okay, let me. But yeah, nah, man. You know what it is, man. Once again, Don1J21 on Facebook, _real Batman _OPOV on Instagram. Follow us on all platforms. We got a new page that I wasn't able to push yet, but we got to get everybody on it. It's called OPOV Podcast. The Pod is on Facebook. So listen, that's what we're gonna be streaming at from now on. So I know y'all remember in the beginning of the year we said we're gonna stop streaming on Facebook, but we're gonna keep Facebook up, but we're gonna stream everything through that platform. I'm gonna start sending it out to. You got it right, D?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we gonna start sending that out to like everybody. We gonna flood y'all messenger. We gonna flood y'all text messages, and let's get everybody there so we don't have to stop the Facebook stream at all. But don't forget, we definitely gonna be YouTube full time. We gonna probably kick back off on Rumble. We gonna kick back off on Twitch sometime this year. We don't know when, but it will come back up. So just go and subscribe to those platforms as well. We are here today with March Movie Madness. Let's call it that, because that was madness. And with my final words, let your man cheat in peace.com. Don't forget the main part, in peace. Don't bother that man. Let that man go out there and get him some China. You know what I'm saying? It's all right. He coming to the crib. He
You
gonna
run into somebody like me.
shit. She don't like that shit. But
Run
listen,
into me.
damn. But
Run into me, please. Run into me. Run into me and try it.
fuck. Can't even get it out, D. It's always every time I get to this point, but it's okay. But listen, let your man cheat in peace.
Okay.
With no worries. Don't worry. He's coming back home. He's going to pay the bills. He's going to make sure you straight. If you call him with any type of problems.
That's what I was thinking about. If he gonna be paying all the bills, I could basically be a stay-at-home wife.
No. You can be whatever you want to be when you get off from work.
Oh, I got to still work. Oh.
But yeah, you got to do something, because you ain't going to be thinking about other dicks. Or, you know, like, yeah, no. We ain't doing all that. So, yeah, man, that's about it for here. We'll see y'all on Wednesday and Saturday. D, what you got for them people?
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when clouds look away. I never know how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. O-P-E-O-T.